to the Minister in charge of Fisheries and Aquaculture, the Honorable Emilia Arthur. Oh, such a lively human being. What? Oh, man. Thank you so much, Honorable Emilia Arthur, for showing up, for gracing the occasion, and for opening it officially on the first day. Let's also say thank you to the life of the party. The life of the party, the Honorable Minister for Culture, Creative Arts, Tourism. Okay, so it's Tourism, Culture, and Creative Arts. The Honorable Abla Jifa Gomashi. Oh, proper human being, man. Mommy, this morning we greet you, we salute you. Good morning to you. And of course, the Deputy Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, the Honorable Rita Odole Soa. Now, fantastic people. Too many amazing people were at the Back to Your Village Food Festival. And we appreciate all of you. So thank you and thank you and thank you. We do not take your presence, your contributions, your participation for granted at all. And so we'd like to appreciate all of you. We say, Akpe, 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 Kaka, 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 Kaka. Thank you. All right. You know that we're in the month of April, and so the prayers have started. We began with the seasons of prayer, and we're praying through the entire month of April. And we ask that you join us, because one thing you cannot take for granted in your life, in whatever it is that you're doing, is the God factor. You do not leave that God factor out. And we believe in that. And so we pray as a family, we pray as an organization, and we ask that you all join us in prayer. We have 3 prayer bands: the Midnight Cry, which is happening 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. And then we have This Is Your Day, 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Then there's the Prayer Encounter, 12 noon to 1 p.m. All streaming live on Facebook. Okay, we'll be streaming live on Facebook. So the Midnight Cry, This Is Your Day, and then the Prayer Encounter. It's from the 1st to the 30th of April 2026, every single weekday. So weekdays in April, we'll have the seasons of prayer. Facebook Live, City 973. On X, it's at City 973. Instagram at City 973 FM. Join us and let us pray together. Let's seek the face of God. Let's ask for divine interventions, divine covering. Call 0244 981112 for more information. 0244 981112 for more information. Come, let us pray together, and your lives will never be the same. Also happening this month is the Easter Orphan Project. The Easter Orphan Project seeks to feed, maintain, and support some selected orphanages across the country. So this will be happening on Easter Monday, April 6, 2026. And we're asking that you join us with your support in cash and in kind as we embark on this journey to feed, to support, and to maintain some selected orphanages across the country. Please donate generously, donate handsomely towards this project, because your kind donations, your generous donations will go a long way to put a smile on the face of an orphan, will light up the world of an orphan. So kindly join us as we embark on this Easter Orphan Project, Monday, April 6, 2026. You can donate to us via Momo. Mobile money number is 0550 900 006. 0550 900 006. Or you can write a check in the name of the City FM Foundation. The City FM Foundation. Or you can walk to our front desk. Okay? City FM is at Adabraka, just behind the police station. And Channel 1 TV is here in Tesano, number 5 Ola Hansen Lane, Accra, adjacent the Crystal Palm Hotel. Okay, so kindly present your donations to us via Momo, cash, check, or in kind. You can donate cartons of milk, bags of rice, sugar, detergents, educational materials, books, just name it, stationery, for these inmates of the various orphanages that we will be visiting. May the good Lord continue to bless you and replenish your stock. We'd like to say thank you to all those who have donated already. You guys are fantastic. You guys are amazing. And we appreciate you so much. Thank you and thank you and thank you. All right. That said, I'll have you know, and I'll insist that you know and be aware and keep it holy and sacred and take it as sacrosanct, because something big is set to light up your screens from today. All right. Today is 2nd April 2026, and at 7:30 p.m. here on Channel 1 Television, oh my God, the Blancens will start airing, and you don't want to miss it. Okay, you want to be part of the Blancens. It's absolutely amazing. It's a new family drama series, and we've titled it The Blancens, and it's set to light up your screens from today, Thursday, April 2nd, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. right here on Channel 1 Television. The Blancens is a Channel 1 TV original, okay? It's a Channel 1 TV production. And you know that family setting. So it's basically Orphan gets tangled in laughter, secrets, and pure madness. Each episode unwraps a new layer of family chaos, from food feuds and fake prophecies to online scams, surprise guests, and awkward love stories, proving that in this home, drama is just another love language. At the heart of the family is Mr. Blancens, and you should meet him tonight at 7:30 p.m. Proud yet comically flawed father who loves to lecture but hides his own blunders. Mrs. Blancens, the fiery matriarch whose faith, temper, and cooking dominates the household. You have Opebia, the witty and ambitious daughter whose sarcasm cuts deeper than her mother's pepper soup. And Kobe, oh, the mischievous dreamer whose shortcuts to success usually crash faster than his internet connection. And of course, there's Mensa, the dramatic gatesman with street wisdom. Charlie, the guy is streetwise. The kind of knowledge he picks on the streets, you won't get it in any class. He has an unmatched ability to say the wrong thing at the right time. So this season kicks off with a simple case which escalates into the family's first major test. The arrival of the loud, freeloading Uncle Bestie, whose visit spins into a full-blown survival mission. So please make a date today, April 2nd at 7:30 p.m. Right here on Channel 1 Television for The Blancens, which is an original Channel 1 TV production. And of course, proudly sponsored by Out Insecticide, Nasco Electronics, and Lizzie Shito. So I want to say thank you to Out Insecticide, Nasco Electronics, and Lizzie Shito. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blancens will hit your screens today at 7:30 p.m. and you don't want to miss it. But be on the lookout, okay? The cast will be on radio 97.3 City FM today. So be on the lookout. You get to enjoy them. When you listen to them speak and act. The people are always in character, Charlie. It's amazing. So pay attention to the radio today, 97.3 City FM. But of course, set your alarms. Don't miss out. Okay, 7:30 p.m. sharp, 2nd April. That's today, Thursday, right here on Channel 1 Television. Now let's tell you about the Eat Ghana, Build Ghana campaign. We're pushing this agenda for all of us to consume Ghanaian rice, local rice, made in Ghana rice. And by doing so, you're contributing to a local economy. You're contributing to the livelihood or sustaining the livelihood of a local farmer. So let's all eat Ghana rice and build Ghana. Eat fresh, eat Ghana, build the future. It's fresh from our farms to your plate. Eat Ghana, build Ghana. Eat fresh, eat Ghana, build the future. Fresh from our farms to your plate. Let your meal make a difference. Choose Ghana first. Let your meal make a difference. Choose Ghana first. Taste the effort. Taste Ghana. All right. The Eat Ghana, Build Ghana initiative or campaign is by 97.3 City FM and Channel 1 Television in partnership with Agri Impact Limited, the MasterCard Foundation, and the 24-Hour Economy and Accelerated Export Development Secretariat. Very soon we'll have the authority now that the bill has been passed. So thank you to Agri Impact Limited. Thank you to the 24-Hour Economy and Accelerated Export Development Secretariat. And thank you to the MasterCard Foundation for bringing us this Eat Ghana, Build Ghana initiative. Be a patriot. Be patriotic. Eat Ghana, Build Ghana. All right. Jump on the Google Play Store now. Download the Channel 1 News app. Install this app on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, or whatever device that can support the app. Okay? And then you have access to the news, relevant, factual, accurate, timely, and on the go. So download the Channel 1 News online app from the Google Play Store and you're good to go. You're already a newsman. All right, let me take you to the newspapers now. I'll start off with the Daily Graphic newspaper. Front page says, Unite to promote peace and love. Clergy charges nation at Easter. Unite to promote peace and love. Clergy charges nation at Easter. And then you have a picture of the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, sporting a very beautiful smock in a handshake with the Zimbabwean President, Mnangagwa, who has arrived in Ghana for a 3-day visit. All right, so you get details of it in the Daily Graphic. There's a special supplement on Easter, also in the paper. Damai mine transition won't affect jobs. Lands Minister assures workers. And then you have 7,000 graduate teachers to be recruited for deprived areas. So that's on the front page of the Daily Graphic. Let's go to the back page where the Roads Minister has been touring. Story says, Roads Minister commends big push local contractors for meeting expectation. Roads Minister commends big push local contractors for meeting expectation. So that's on the back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. So the tour visited areas such as the Accra-Tama Motorway, Dodowa, Afenya, Dowenya Road, and some selected town roads within the Dowenya Enclave. Yep. So the Roads Minister commending big push local contractors for meeting expectations. That's the Daily Graphic for today. The Chronicle says, Damai mine transition. Your jobs are 100% assured. Lands Minister tells workers. Damai mine transition. Your jobs are 100% assured. Lands Minister tells workers. Inflation hits lowest level since 2021 rebasing. PAC, that's the Public Accounts Committee, invites 2 public officials over 8.2 million cedis toilet contracts. Ghana, my motherland. PAC invites 2 public officials over 8.2 million cedis toilet contracts. And if you go to the top right-hand corner of the paper, Ochehene bans burials in homes. Ochehene bans burials in homes. The scripture for today is taken from Hebrews 11:1. Hebrews 11 verse 1. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. May the good Lord add his blessings to the reading of his word. Let's jump to the Daily Guide. Daily Guide newspaper. Damai mine transition to protect jobs. That's according to Emmanuel Amma Kofi Boa, Member of Parliament for Elembele and the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. So yesterday he engaged with workers of the Damai mine, and you expect to have those stories in almost all the papers. Just look at this. Zongo Development Fund Office locked over $252.5 thousand rent. It's not CDSO. $252.5K rent. Hey, Zongo Development Fund Office is paying rent in dollars. and owes as much as $252.5 thousand US, and the office has been locked. It is well. Highway robber gunned down, 7 others arrested. Highway robber gunned down, 7 others arrested. 10 Nigerians arrested for cyber fraud. 10 Nigerians arrested for cyber fraud. A Zongo Development Fund office is renting space and paying in dollars. 252,000. Hey. Anyways, that's Daily Guide. Let's bring you Daybreak newspaper. GSA aids OMCs to fleece customers. Well, I'm sure the devil is in the detail. So grab a copy of the paper and you get the details in there. GSA aids OMCs to fleece customers. Minority slums government over policy hitches. Park summons Okoboy and Natoshi. Today, park would be very interesting if they should appear before the committee. That's 20 million cedis mobilization fee has been paid for a parliamentary service hospital. 0 work done. So maybe they can explain what the mobilization fee was for. Apparently, it's supposed to be 115 million or 105 million or so, but 15% of that comes to about 20 million cedis, and it's already been paid. Have you heard of any parliamentary service hospital? Do you know where it is? But 20 million cedis has been paid for mobilization works. Yeah, this is Ghana. BEC candidates to select senior high schools after results. That's according to the Education Minister, Haruna Idrisu. And that's it for the front page of the Daybreak newspaper. Let's check out the Insights newspaper. The Insights newspaper. SIC Insurance MD rejects claims of preferential government contracts. No Okuapehene, Oforikuma stool still vacant. Queen Mother wants public. Hey, who's Queen Mother? That's the Queen Mother of Ekropon Ekuapem, Nana Efua Nketia Obo II. And she has officially declared that the Oforikuma stool remains vacant. You know, the Oforipenyi is for the Ochehene. So Oforikuma is the Okuapehene. And the Queen Mother says the stool is vacant. Okay. We'll see how it plays out. Discriminatory death penalty. SMG condemns Israel's new law, calls for global action. Bogoso Pristia Mine Catchment Divisional Chiefs petition Mahama for new investor to replace Heath Goldfields. Oh, as for this matter. Tension brews in Wasafiase as Takwa Insuem MCE fights chiefs on cooperative mining. Honorable Raymond Nana Eba and Director DJ support healthcare in Wasa Amenfi with ambulance and children's ward. Now here's the big one. Channel 1 TV's new family drama, The Blancens, set to light up screens this Thursday. And we are super excited about it. You should be too, and you should make a date. 7:30 p.m. sharp, right here on Channel 1 television. We unveil, we premiere, we roll, and we air The Blancens. So just make a date with us, 7:30 p.m. this evening. All right? You'd enjoy it. Let me bring you the BNFT to wrap it up. Business and Financial Times. Front page. March inflation eases slightly to 3.2%. BOG to establish 2 billion CD price stabilization fund. Bui and Akosombo pressure heightens power supply concerns. That's according to IES. DTI invests $28 million in future workforce. FNB strengthens balance sheet with higher earnings and improved asset quality. ADB posts 367 million cedis profit after tax as capital adequacy ratio hits 27.17%. So all these and more in the Business and Financial Times. Let me quickly take you to Channel One News Online and bring you some stories from there. Kaneshi Footbridge deteriorates, poses danger to pedestrians. Employees' commitment key to GCB Bank's strong 2025 performance. That's according to the MD of the bank. They say we should call him Fari, you understand? Fari. Yeah. CD weakness, blame on imports overstated. That's according to Joe Jackson. Again, Joe Jackson says gold sector leakages contributes to CD decline. Then Hassan Tampuli says new airport levy ill-timed. IFEST backs new BECE school selection policy, urges thorough testing. Mahama hosts Mnangagwa for 3-day visit. That's the Zimbabwe president. At the Swami interchange, government settles all contractor payments, work to resume. That's according to the regional minister, Shanti regional minister, Dr. Mwakohene. Minority calls for strict safeguards of AI-powered customs system. And engineers and planners leads takeover bid as lease expires. And this is in relation to the Damai mine. Quick stories from citynewsroom.com. Inside Ghana's Damai mine takeover, 10 facts about the crucial transition. Burkina Faso lifts tomato export ban. Ghana trains Zimbabwe's freedom fighters. That's according to President Mnangagwa. DDEP forced banks to rethink strategies. That's according to the GCB Bank MD. Again, the GCB Bank MD says we're building a resilient franchise. Joe Jackson says weak export value retention hurting cedi. And again, Joe Jackson debunks import-export myth behind cedi struggles. Hassan Tampuli says new airport levy smacks of an insensitive government. And Afenyo Makin says AI system at Ghana ports must comply with legal standards. So go to citynewsroom.com or visit channel1newsonline.com where you get details of these stories as well as several others. I am Nana Tufuo-Boateng. You're watching Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. Stay with us. We'll be right back with a news review segment.
Yeah! Hey, Fifi! Fifi Blancens, my brother from another mother. You're looking good, man. Oh, come on. You're looking good. Hey! And well fed. You know what? Put this in the guest room for me, okay? And make my bed comfortable. And please, make sure to get UK in my room.
Bestie, meet my lovely family.
We can do that whilst I'm seated and eating. Super. Amazing. It is good and better, more than the food we have here in the UK.
Well, thank you very much for the compliment, Uncle Bestie. In fact, I wouldn't mind packaging some for you on your way out.
That's so kind of you, huh? Okay. Don't worry, sir. Why don't you rather cook some for me on the day I'll be leaving?
The Blancens premieres on Thursday, April 2nd, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 1 TV.
The vibe is too much.
This Easter, as homes fill with laughter, shared meals, and love, pause for a moment and remember a child who has no one to celebrate with. Across Ghana, children in selected orphanages are hoping for care, hoping for comfort, hoping for kindness. You can be the reason a child smiles this Easter. Support the Easter Orphan Project 2026. Your donation in cash or in kind will provide warm meals, clothing, school supplies, and essential care for their well-being. Send your mobile money donation to 0550-900-006 or write a check in the name of the City FM Foundation. You may also bring your donation to Channel 1 TV in Tesano, Accra, Ghana. You can donate milk, sugar, rice, toys, books, or detergent. For more information, visit www.citynewsroom.com or call 0550-900-006 or 0302-226-013. The Easter Orphan project comes off on Monday, 6 April 2026 and is powered by 97.3 City FM with support from Channel 1 TV. This Easter, let your kindness light up a child's life.
This is 1998. I can't believe I'm turning 50. When I look back, all that I can remember is all I've been given. Life, friendships, family, and dedicated fans. And I still have a seat in a beautiful industry, enjoying the opportunity I've been given to serve Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. But check this out. Channel 1 TV says they want to celebrate me. They say I'm a good example. Is it true? For my 50th birthday, I'm going to build a pediatric emergency center at Menchia Hospital. That is why all these young and vibrant celebrities are coming out to Class 233 on the 18th of April to come so that we throw this amazing white party together to raise money for that hospital. Kwame Eugene, Kidi, Kimpaluta, Amrado, Miss V, Sister Fia, a free year, Kwabna, Talent, Abiana, Akwabwa, Abochi, Brothers, Raskuku, Adina, and another friend of mine, Andy Dusty on the 1 and 2s. He is not young. 9 p.m. till you are tired of listening to great music. I know that Channel 1 wishes that they could bring all of this excitement for free, but because we are trying to build a pediatric emergency center at Menchia, please be happy to pay 1,500 for VVIP and 1,000 cedis for VIP. See you there.
Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for choosing us. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. I am Nanatufo Boateng. It's time for the news review segment where we get into conversations on some of the topical issues. We'll go into the discussions. We'll bring varying perspectives to the issues and invite you to join us with your thoughts, your comments and contributions as well. Our WhatsApp number is on your screens now. Do well to pick it up and send us your thoughts and your submissions on the various subjects. You can join us on Facebook. We're streaming live there. We're streaming live on YouTube as well. We're making some posts on X as well as on Instagram. Do well to engage and interact with these posts. And of course, subscribe, like, follow our channel on TikTok for some exclusive video content from Channel 1 Television. All right, a number of issues to discuss this morning. Let me say good morning to the Honorable Fuseni Issa, former Member of Parliament for Okaikwe North, who's been generous and kind enough to join me in studio this morning. Honorable, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Nana, and good morning to your viewers. It's always a pleasure to be on your platform. I mean, this is Channel 1. Right. I mean, the channel of choice. I mean, it's always a pleasure to be here.
Right. We don't take your presence and your insight for granted.
Oh, certainly. I also don't take the privilege to being on your platform
we appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
For God and country.
Indeed.
We soldier on.
Indeed. Well, we have a number of issues to look at this morning. Let's start from Accra Newtown, where the unfortunate happened just last weekend. A building collapsed and some lives were lost. Some persons were injured. We understand that 9 have been treated and discharged so far. Is this a preventable tragedy or a systemic negligence? Where would you place this building collapse?
Nana, before I come to the issue, let me give a shout to 2 people who are celebrating milestones today.
Very well.
First one is Mrs. Darlene Nimako, all the way at Norfolk in the UK.
Okay.
She's coming to the fifth stage today, and I wish her all the best in the many years ahead. Then again, to a very good friend and a mate of mine in school, Professor Calistego.
Okay.
He's having
Professor Calistego
at the University of Ghana Medical School.
Right.
But he's having his inaugural lectures today, this afternoon, at the Great Hall of University of Ghana. We wish Calis well, and we'll be there to cheer him on.
Right.
It's made us proud. It's made that dear fraternity very proud, especially the class of 1992. And
wow.
We're very happy about his achievements, and we're going to support him all
very
the way
well.
through.
Very
so he should
well.
look out for us in the audience as he gives his inaugural lectures today at the Great Hall this afternoon.
Very well. We wish him well.
Thank you. Back to the issues. Accra Newtown Experimental School. Nana, for me, I think that we have one too many of such incidents happening around us. This building in question, from reports, the building has been in that state for 14 years.
14 good years.
14 years.
Wow.
14 good years in that state. It is not just the loss of investment in the building, but even loss of life. I think it's one too many. I have lived elsewhere, or what happens in other jurisdictions. Loss of one life in a motor accident, in an incident like this, triggers an inquest. Becomes a national issue. So many times these things happen. I recollect not too long ago, there was one somewhere in Akroso in the eastern region. And I recollect the case of the Malcolm in my own constituency.
Yeah.
What has become of all of that, I don't know. And whether we learn or we take some lessons. You see, this building that collapsed has been there for 14 years. I know of similar buildings within my constituency. There's one similar structure at the Anumble cluster of schools.
Okay.
I have not gone there in the last maybe year or so, so I'm not too, but for a long time, it was one of the projects that were started and abandoned. At a point, I pushed so hard to get it completed. Unfortunately, we couldn't get it done. But you see, over time, when structures like this are not completed, it loses its integrity. It's public knowledge that whilst contracts or projects like this are happening, there has to be strict supervision. The strength of the concrete, the type of iron rods in there, how they are cast.
Yeah.
In fact, even the skill of the labor who are even undertaking the project has to be under scrutiny over the life of the construction of the project. But for 14 years, I am sure everybody would have gone back to sleep.
Yeah.
And from what I gather, this structure, it's been noted. It's been earmarked to be demolished. Why it wasn't demolished, why people still had access to such a structure, still baffles me. And the issue is that it is not the only one standing. As we speak this morning, I am sure in many schools there are uncompleted of such structures around. And we have pupils or students using the structures, even when they are not complete, they are death traps. And why we do this as if there is no supervision from the education service itself, from the local assembly and all of that. Look, in elsewhere where the local assemblies have absolute structures that supervise some of these projects. I think that it's shorter. I am sure this building is being undertaken by an agency. Typically, I am not too sure who, but typically you have something like a get fund undertaking this project, and it's so far away from the local authorities, and the local authorities have the human, they have the manpower, the capacity to be able to supervise the construction of such buildings. When there is a disconnect, then there's a problem. But you see, for us to even start a project and abandon it for 14 years, first of all, there's so much investment that is going into the building.
True.
And we are not getting any return for that investment. And only God knows when this project was going to be completed. In the run-up to 2024 elections, the candidates for the new Patriotic Party came out with a very laudable solution. And I think that as a country, we should go back and have a look at that. Look, in other jurisdictions, there is private ownership of such buildings, and government pays rent or leases such buildings. It is not just limited to buildings, even for vehicles that are used in the public sector. We can have a look at that instead of having
school buildings.
Oh, why not? They are private ownership of public schools, and people own the infrastructure. People own the buildings, and the government leases it. It is a very feasible thing, so that we don't have to time and again do those investments that we have no return, get money tied up. Look, we have lost lives, we have lost investment, and the reality is that you can't even quantify or you can't put any amount on a loss of life. Who knows? Is it 3 people?
3. Yeah.
Three fatalities that we had. Who knows what would have become of them?
True.
And I don't know whether to say we were lucky that it happened on a Sunday or not. A church activity, I am sure there was some sound or something that vibrated or that triggered this whole thing. But can you imagine if this had happened on a school day? Can you just imagine?
It could have been worse.
It could have been much worse. We are not saying that the loss of 3 lives is anything to be belittled, but one is too much. And for us to see the structures around, they have become death traps, and then we still, I don't know. I really don't know. But you see, time and again, we'll come and talk about it. After a week, we go back to our old ways. Nobody is punished. Nobody is held responsible, and it's just one too many. I think that we should be up and doing, and for me to also know that, look, we have enough regulations, we have enough structures to make sure that these things do not happen, but they keep recurring, and it is scary. As a people, we should really be up and doing. We should take care of our own. We should be responsible and have that public spirit and do right.
Very well. The former member of parliament for Ododo Diodio, now the national coordinator for the District Road Improvement Project or Program, the Honorable Nilante van der Poy is here. He's joined us in studio. Honorable, good morning. It's good to see you.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yes, we've been very busy. Bro?
That's a very beautiful shirt.
Yeah.
Oh,
looking sharp, very sharp in that beautiful shirt.
Anyways, Honorable, we witnessed or recorded a building collapse just last weekend. I think it was on a Sunday. 5 lives were lost. From all accounts, this structure had been in the state it was before the collapse for a very long period. The MCE for the area is on record to have said that warnings had been issued, but they were not heeded to. For an MCE who has control over this area, my layman thinking is that if people are not heeding to your advice or your warning, you take action. Why do we always wait for such tragedies before we come explaining, and then after we even coil back into our shells as if nothing has happened, and we move on with our lives?
Well, thank you, Nana. And let me say good morning to our viewers and to all Ghanaians. Well, I don't know how to start, but simply issue of leadership. You see, we have a constitution which tells us how to govern this country. We have central government and we have local government. When it comes to issues about development, permits, control, authorization, is done at the local level.
Local level, yes.
For how many years now have we been practicing local governance? In fact, historically, I would say that since the days of the colonial government, we were practicing local government. Because the system of indirect rule that we had brought local authority in a form into the governance structure of those days.
Okay.
So it wasn't even difficult for us to be able to adapt to what we call real local governance. So from between 1988 to 1989-90, we strengthened our local governance system by bringing in what we call real decentralization. So we have unit committees, we have assembly members, we have an assembly, and then we have all the structures, the committees of the assembly. When it comes to issue about building, before anyone builds in any electoral area, the person must obtain a development permit. We have development permit and we have building permit. The development permit is to ensure that whatever you're putting in place in that area conforms to the spatial planning of the area. And then a building permit looks at what structure you are putting in place. Is it a wooden structure? Is it a concrete? Is it a concrete? How many windows has it got? That structure you are putting there, will it affect the drainage system? Will it be a nuisance to the community, to people within the area? So all these are laws that are there. And we have people who have been employed and thrusted with the responsibility of managing this system and ensuring that people abide by these laws. There are punitive measures that are enshrined in our laws for people who abuse the system. So when my brother Haroli expresses these occurrences, which I share, it is happening one too many in this country.
True.
You remember that disaster that happened in is it Atomic Junction or something? A gas explosion.
Yeah, a gas explosion.
We came out in this country and we lamented about people citing gas infrastructures in residential areas. Has it stopped?
No.
You understand? We live in a country as if people's lives don't matter. Accidents will happen, lives will be lost, we'll talk about it, me and you will lament. There are laws, there are regulations that are supposed to safeguard us from these disasters. So when it happens and somebody has been negligent, what do we do? 14 years, the assembly has been there, older than the building. There has been engineers in the assembly. From the first place, who gave the permit for the structure? When permits are given, you are supposed to start the construction and development within a particular time frame.
Okay.
If you don't, the permit has to be renewed.
Right.
Were the inspectors always going there to see what structure was being put there? And when assembly saw that over the period, the structure has been abandoned or it was not in a good state, what the assembly do? Sometimes they go and write on it, stop work,
produce
and
permits.
then produce permit, and then before you are aware, The construction is ongoing.
Yeah.
Sometimes
There is the people even constructing who actually write the inscription. So the assembly itself, right?
Would
The
not-
assembly
would not
gets
come. You know, I think we need to strengthen our local governance system. Look, if our local governance system is working, central government will not have any problem.
Yeah.
Because even central government projects are embarked upon in a particular electoral area. If government want to build a university, that university will be located in a particular traditional area, administrative area, local governance area. And so all the permits, because one, if for example the government is going to build anything in Akweteman, the first people they will consult are the indigenous owners of the land.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
After that, the assembly. Many a time what happens is that, if we say use the word disconnect, it is not disconnect, disrespect. Many a time when projects are being done from the central government, they don't even consult the local assembly. You will be in assembly before you are aware somebody has come, contractor has come and said, I've been given contract to do this. And then they start building.
Yeah.
So what happens is that the engineers too, because they were not consulted, then they sit back and look at it. On our tour, parliamentary tour, local government committee, we went to a district in the western region, and they were building. Those at the time, the DACF was sponsoring the building of the courts.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
So we went to this district. I don't want to mention the district's name. And do you know, Hussein, surprisingly, they were building a court building. The pillar was far away from the main structure. I'm telling you.
Well, they are engineers.
They are
right in the
engineers.
district.
So I called the engineer. The engineer said, yes, I've seen it, sir.
Yet.
But family home, because you know, Musino, minim as an engineer.
He wasn't consulted.
We are not consulted. And as engineer here, you are allowing the construction to continue. How? You see, we sometimes the problem we have in this country is that those who are supposed to enforce the laws do not. And then they will give you cogent reasons why they are not. Those who are supposed to also respect the law will not. And they will use their impunity to do whatever they like. Once our regulations and our laws are not respected, and once we have people who are in responsible positions to make sure that the laws are implemented, the laws are enforced, and they will not do it, this is the situation we have. When I was growing up in Accra, we used to have within Accra Central towards Old Fadama up to maybe Abeka, Akweteman, across here.
Yeah.
Those days, that was AMA. We used to have over 32 football pitches.
Wow.
Today, not one.
Oh, we have astroturfs.
The astroturfs are recreational. They are recreational grounds. They are not football pitches. You understand?
They are multi-purpose.
Because they cannot really be fit for a football match. I'm saying this because
So we had 32.
32. I used to be a coast player, and we used to go around and play coast matches.
Even me,
Wow.
I could. In the 80s.
You understand?
Yeah,
In the 80s,
so many. All
so
over.
many.
And now the concrete
Today,
jungle has taken over.
the concrete jungle has taken over all these football pitches.
Esano School, Apenkwan, Fadama, just around
Just
here.
around here.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
around here.
These were standard football pitches.
And they've taken-
Although they were Sakura, they were
Yes.
very good.
Yeah.
And people have built on all these pitches.
There's one
Some of
right
them, when you
here,
go,
Sanka
the
Park.
buildings don't even have permit. As I'm talking to you now, last night I said it here. There's a construction at the Opera Square. Go and ask whether there's a development permit, building permit,
permits.
whether they have a EPA authorization.
Okay.
Because of where the construction is being done and the number of stories. Because I know within Accra Central, within the Central Business District, because of Accra's potential for earth tremors,
Yes.
you are not supposed to go beyond a particular level. Go and see what is happening there. And we have engineers.
Yeah.
We have a local authority. You understand? The issue is that we fail, and I will repeat, we fail to exercise the sort of authority a local governance system has been entrusted with by the Constitution. Look, the local authority is the most powerful institution and organization within that jurisdiction.
True.
They have legislative, they have administrative, and they have what we call traditional authority in all forms. Government, even central government, cannot come and put anything up within Okankwe North without the authority of the Okankwe North Assembly. Government could issue a policy guideline within their jurisdiction. If they think that that guideline is inimical to the development of the area, the assembly at the meeting can vary that policy guideline.
Wow.
That's how powerful local authorities are. You understand? If we can deepen the strength and the governance system at the local level, all these things would cease. They will never happen again. Because definitely, if it's any sitting or me sitting here, if I were the engineer there, this structure would have gone down long ago.
Yeah.
This thing would have happened. But sometimes people think about their pocket. People think about what they will get. Instead of enforcing the law, they're thinking about what they will get personally. So they allow the infractions, they allow the impunity to go out.
Yeah.
And then we lose lives. I've seen a construction being done somewhere around Osu. And do you know what they have done? The people are doing a construction. Have heaped sand and stones on the main road.
Oh, wow.
That's a very common.
Yeah, but I mean,
and we have an assembly. We have an assembly.
And they probably drive past it every day.
That is the issue.
They take
Somebody will run into that accident, die before we take action. Why should these things be happening? Nana, why should these things be happening?
Assembly should be able to crack the whip.
Seriously, the assemblies are not. You see, I think sometimes when you go around and you talk to them, it's as if you are coming from some alien country and you don't know the situation here in Ghana, and you just say, oh, you know, Honorable Fuseni came and talked to us that this person is his friend, so we should allow him.
And that's a threat cry. If you do that, they won't vote for you.
You understand? No, what he's saying is right. Somebody want to put somebody want to put a building.
Interfere like that.
Oh yeah, he'll vote for you.
Somebody want to put a building in a waterway. You stop him. He said because of that he won't vote for you. So the politician will also go and influence the officer at the local level to allow that thing to happen. This is our problem. I feel sad when I was called by a NADMO director that this is what has happened and they will need equipment for the demolition and the clearing. Something told me not to give them.
Oh.
But I sat down and I said, look, it will happen.
Yeah.
I have to. But let me take this opportunity to also talk about something that happened there. I think we are building a country, and I want to implore every Ghanaian. Something very, very untoward happened. Honorable Henry Korte, the former member of parliament for the area,
yes,
decided to also go and take a look at what happened. And then somebody said he wouldn't allow him.
Yeah.
What sort of politics are we doing? You wouldn't allow
former MP of the area,
former minister,
interior minister, former regional minister.
How on earth?
Yeah.
And I think it needs to be condemned because this thing is becoming very, very unhealthy for our politics. Look, I led the sponsorship for a renovation work to be done at the Osha Clinic, Osha Hospital. I, as a member of parliament, led it. When the renovation had been completed, and it happened that former First Lady was coming to commission it. Fuzeni, political elements organized tax to prevent me, the MP, from the program. I was assaulted.
Wow.
I'm telling you. Political thuggery prevented me from accessing the program. Meanwhile, the program outlined, I was on the program and I was going to speak. I was prevented from entering there. And then the building has collapsed. Somebody who has been member of parliament there, that person could even proffer some evidence and intelligence as to why this building for a long time have been sitting there to that extent. And then people politically prevent the person. I think these things are things we must condemn, because we need the knowledge, the experience of people who have been in the position in order to improve upon situations for the future.
Right. Very well. Very well.
You see, this instance of the former member of parliament and whatnot, I saw the video and I was very worried that we will actually take politics to that extent. In the video that was circulated, you could see that there was a gentleman who was saying that he has lost his first son. And he was reverting to Honorable Henry Korte because of the sort of relationship they have. I have been in that constituency for a while. And I will say that I am also privy to efforts that Honorable Henry Korte did make to get projects like this building completed whilst he was member of parliament.
Right.
And it is true, like I said, in my constituency, when I became MP, there's one such building, a Nongbele cluster of schools. It's been there forever. I tried, I went everywhere that I could. But you see, some of these contracts, when they are issued over time, I don't know whether we lose track of them. The contractors, they invest so much money, they chase their certificates, they get tired, some die, and so they just leave it, you see, and they become death traps.
Yeah.
I am privy to the efforts that Honorable Henry Korte was doing as a member of parliament to get some of these things done. Unfortunately, I mean, there is some bureaucracy that you are unable to go around every time, and so for people to think that
like St. P's School project,
the St. P's School project, it's been there forever. Regional minister after regional minister, they have tried whatever to get it done. The government himself is stepped in a couple of times. I don't know the states now. I don't know whether it's complete. Because the last time when Honorable Titus Glover was in office, I was privy to efforts that he was making to get it done. Unless I was closer to him, so I was privy to the efforts. I am not too sure where it got to.
Do you know who let us
so
down?
Many of them.
Your former predecessor, who became mayor.
I also don't want, you see, because
the project is an assembly project. That's what I'm saying. If the assembly cannot continue the project and the project is becoming a risk like this one, then you better demolish it. But if you have to continue, you have to continue. Kwacho was in office. I organized fundraising that day. We even have the
Sempe project was one of the one Chenche started.
Yes.
Right? Because there's there's one in Apemkwa that was completed. Right, and I'm sure some of these projects, they started something because of funding challenges, mostly they're unable to finish. How come it's still hanging? I don't know. But I was privy to the fact that when Honorable Titus Glover was regional minister, he wanted to look at other avenues, even outside of the original funding structure, to get other people to come in to sponsor the completion of the school. I am not too sure where you are today. But all of this, I mean, it's heartwarming to know that a committee has been set up to actually look at all of such projects across the country. And I hope that, I pray that this committee actually goes into this and completes this whole thing. Identifies all those death traps and are able to do, I mean, those who have lost integrity, let's pull them down. Those that we can complete, let's. But you see, Honorable was saying something. Look, our assemblies are the strongest institutions. If we are able to strengthen and get the assemblies to perform as per the structures that we intended for them to do. True. Do you know that even cutting down a tree in your own house, you need a permit to do that?
Because there's a way to cut down trees.
Today, look at our neighborhoods. Look at our neighborhoods. You hardly will find greenery. It's all concreted everywhere. Everybody's cutting down trees. Our environment suffers. Meanwhile, when you go to the environment, there are departments within the assembly.
Yeah.
There's urban road department. There is a sanitation department. There is the building inspection. These are all departments manned by people who are supposed to be qualified enough to be doing this. So many engineers within the assemblies, and so for us to be having this incident, and we just sit here and we talk about it for a couple of days, and that is it. Look, this is a country where every year we lose thousands of people through motor accidents.
True.
I always equate it to, let's say, the National Theatre, full to capacity. Every year we lose that number of people, 2,000, 3,000 through motor accidents.
Yeah.
And people think it's normal.
It's not.
People think it's normal.
It's not.
Elsewhere, I have seen that on the N1 somewhere in the UK, one person dies by motor accident. There is an inquest. So whatever happened is rectified. But for us, it is normal. Look, maybe 10, 15 years ago, you could travel 3 hours from Accra to Kumasi. Now, if I have not undertaken that journey in a while, now people use the road and they tell you that it's 6 hours or 7 hours coming from Accra to what is happening in this country?
Yeah.
Why are we getting worse off? Why are we getting worse off over time? We should be getting better and not worse off.
Right.
We have to wake up.
Right.
One life lost is one too many.
Thank you, Honorable Hussein Issa. Let's make progress. Let's move to the Public Accounts Committee. The committee has summoned the former Minister for Health, Bernard Okuboy, over 20 million CDs.
Nana, why should we make progress when we have not come to I will suggest that immediately the engineer and the development planning officer
of the assembly
should be interdicted and put before the court for negligence. Because he's been receiving salaries for a number of years now and he's refused to do what he's supposed to do. Whoever is responsible, even the coordinating director of that assembly, must also be questioned. Seriously. You see, we need to set certain examples to act as deterrent for others. Say, if every day, nobody is punished for anything, it will continue.
It will continue. I agree with you.
Sometimes it is only with the politicians and the cite us and the insult us.
Exactly the problem.
But the people, the technical people who cause the mess, they are not
civil servants and
exactly
the technocrats.
The problem.
Yes.
I am sure. Look, whatever it be, the MC, there will be fingers pointing at the MC. The MC might be one person who has a whole system that he relies on. There is a system, somebody who gives permits, somebody who goes for inspection, somebody who has to ensure that the strength of the concrete is up to a certain standard. Somebody who has to make sure that the right rods, iron rods are being used.
Yes, there are
somebody
standards.
Who has to, there are
standards that you have to do in every construction.
The person has to be reporting to the MC. The MC has supervisory over all of that system. And look at the number of assemblies we have in Accra. Not even just across the country. 261 or so. Yeah. So the assemblies are sizable enough for us to have absolute control over them. So for us to be still having incidents like this, and people go, nobody is held responsible. And so it's normal. As I'm saying, there are so many of such buildings, even the naked eye. There's one building on the beach road.
Look, I've given
you remember the
Labadi Beach Road area there.
Yeah.
You hear all sorts of stories. Some structural defect on a building and all of that.
At a point when we were told that they were going to blast and pull it down.
It's still there. And it's still a danger.
When this thing happened, look, I sent this picture to your producer.
Right.
So look, Osu here. Just Osu. Look, this. Osu. Is there. We'll be waiting.
Sitting there.
Yes, we'll be waiting for disaster to happen.
And you know one funny thing. I was born and I grew up in Abeka. When I was growing up, my grandfather kept a lot of sheep, so we would come to Tesano to cut grass and all of that. Places that used to be swampy, used to be waterways. Today, they have concreted it. Yes. There's one particular one. I don't know whether it's a warehouse or something right behind us here. It marvels me when I get there every time. It used to be a grassy area. We used to cut grass there for our sheep and all of that. Today, when I pass through the area, and the extent of concrete that was used to block the waterway, I mean,
I keep wondering who issued the permit. Is somebody doing any spatial planning? Well, we have a whole spatial planning authority.
Yes.
Authority, a whole authority.
We sat in parliament and passed the law.
They have departments in all the assemblies. So how come this has happened?
That law was one of the most difficult laws we passed in parliament.
Oh,
the
wow.
number of days we spent on the workshop on that particular law, it wasn't easy. Look, go to as you said, go to Dansuma. We don't have the Ramsey site there anymore.
Amazing. Not just same in Tema.
It's not anymore.
Klagon areas,
The Dansuma down there, the whole place, that place that used to be swampy, we call the place Pambros area. The whole place has been filled up, and people are building there. And every morning you see them taking debris from places, going
To refill it.
to refill the place.
Reclamation. And it's not done well. In other jurisdictions, it
Posing serious danger
And
to
all these buildings are supposed to have permits,
Yeah.
And these
development
are
permits,
multi-million-dollar
and building permits. Who authorized them? Who changed the planning scheme of the area?
So that means they're rezoning.
They're rezoning.
They are rezoning.
Because
By
I
which law?
remember Tama Community 10 after the SOS, we used to go fishing at an area we call it the E3. But today you can't.
It's all concrete. The buildings there you can't, because Charlie, there's so much pressure on land.
People must suffer for their negligence. People must suffer for not enforcing the law. Once that is done, we shall have some little bit of peace from some of these occurrences. It's becoming too many. And as Hussein said, one life lost.
It's one too many. Yeah.
Tiger Woods was involved in an accident. The whole US is talking about it.
Nobody died.
Yeah.
Nobody
Even
died.
him,
Yeah.
he wasn't hurt.
You understand?
Yeah.
Everybody is talking about it.
Reported on CNN.
So, one accident. But here, like you said, thousands
of lives are lost.
You see where the mobile clinic is?
Uh-huh.
There used to be a GNTC opposite. Growing up in the 80s, it used to be a GNTC there. The greenery at the time around this area, you'll be amazed.
And we have a situation where even medical doctors can say, oh, people die every day, and so if somebody dies, what is it?
It's no news.
It's no news.
We don't value lives like
That is the situation we have in Ghana.
We don't value lives.
And then boo-boo. Because look, when Mekon happened,
See this your video from Osu. This is a disaster waiting to happen.
And look at this building.
I see this will remind you of the Kaiser flats in Tema.
yeah, I sent this to your
And you see,
producer.
in other
If you
jurisdictions,
like, let your cameras go there.
it is
Disaster waiting
it is-
to happen.
it is not a very difficult thing to do. Even me, sitting from behind, in other cities in the world, this rezoning goes on, where dilapidated buildings are identified. They are pulled down.
Yeah.
There's some reuse for the land, and if there's pressure on the land, within that settlement, you have high-end people and low-end people also catered for, and so people live, I mean, hand in hand in the same area. But I mean, it's all done in an organized way for everybody. I don't know what is happening to us.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the size of the assemblies that we run, and there are pressure on the national budget. We cannot forget that too. The size of the assemblies. Every assembly has engineers, qualified engineers drawing salary, and you ask yourself, what do these people do when they go to work? You go to the sanitation department, and there are people with postgraduate degrees and all of that, directors and all of that. What do they do when they go to
We
work?
have physical planning units.
Nana,
Special planning.
people are still building in Accra, Kumasi, other places, building houses without toilets.
Yes.
In this
And we have
day.
we have assemblies.
We have assemblies.
We have
And
assemblies.
they issue permits to these developers.
That one I don't know whether they issue permits or what. I don't know whether they
Yeah,
issue
but
permits.
if, of course you should have your
The issue is
inspectors
that, look,
who go around.
Nana, I'm saying that by the law, even if you are changing your wooden window into a glass window, you have to seek a permit.
True.
You have to get authorization.
True. Because there are standards that need to be met.
Simple. So the laws are there. It's the enforcement of the laws that has become our chronic ailment, our chronic cancer, our chronic problem.
3 things I derive from this: lack of implementation of the laws, political interference, and then lack of punishment. That's Jaimaninka attitude.
Let me finish on this one. You see, this morning, if you drive along the N1 from Apenkwa to La Paz, you see that people bring refuse from their homes to dump on the highway, waiting for the trucks to pick up. And I have fought that over the years. We have tried. I remember when I was MP, and sometimes we'll get the people from the assembly to lay ambush. When people bring in the refuse, you arrest them. The following morning, you take them to court.
Sanitation court.
You stop doing that in a week, and it's back. And I can't. For the life of me, I still can't understand how come. I mean, there's a gateway to the central western region. Everybody going to that way in this country from Accra will go through La Paz. And for people to bring in refuse from their homes, I say from their homes and not even from the hawkers, because in that refuse there's plantain peels, there is
so it's domestic waste.
You know, it's domestic coming from
waste.
the homes. I don't know how we think.
So the fourth one I'll add to it is the attitudes and the mindset.
I don't know how we think.
Can you believe that?
And you see, some of these things, when you do too much, they don't vote for you.
Don't vote for you.
You know, under Jomama one, we distributed over 1.5 million dustbins to cure this. That was when the privatization of waste collection came in. And then we got a lot of waste contractors. You understand?
Yesterday.
To be picking from the homes. If you go to some of our homes, you know what they use the waste bin for?
Store water. They use it to store water.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
And you see me. Sometimes also it's also a function of money. Look, when you live in the UK, you pay council tax.
Yes.
And in there is figured all of this, including even your water rates.
Yes.
Right. You only pay for gas and maybe electricity. separately.
Yeah.
In fact, in Manchester, now the council this thing rate includes gas, water, everything, parking, and everything.
And you dare not pay. You dare not default on your council tax, because if you default on your council tax, it will be like you are not even in existence. You cannot get anything. You cannot get anything done in the country. In the UK,
I think it's something we must look at introducing here.
I mean, the assemblies themselves. How come they cannot generate the revenues? I don't know. Hitherto it was identification of properties, and we've been
now we've gone
beyond that. So why are the assemblies unable to generate enough revenue to ensure that these things happen? Like, look, you see, people put in systems and they will outlive them. In the UK, when you go into a shop to buy a television set, they have to know your address, and quickly it's linked to your TV license. So that's it all. So you get into a shop.
Exactly.
If you don't have an address, that will link your TV license to the TV that you are buying for you to be charged by direct debit on your bank account. The TV will not be sold to you.
Wow.
Simple.
Wow.
It's a very simple outlived. And so the BBC is able to get whatever revenues they want. The other private channels can get their share if need be. But it's a system that outlived whoever, and it has worked perfectly. In Ghana, who talks about TV license?
Only GTV.
They struggle.
They struggle.
They don't even collect. They are not able to meet
it. When you go to GBC, it's a closure.
You see, I am looking at a system whereby, you see, we have these assemblies, as Hussein said, mechanism that will make your relationship with assembly non-negotiable. You understand? Look, we've talked about producing environmental health officers.
Yeah.
Thousands of them. We produce them
every year.
And they are there. We don't even allow them to go to the houses. When I was a child, and you hear that the Saman is coming, the tankas is coming. God. You see old ladies becoming healthy.
Instantly.
I share you. Instantly. Even in your bathroom, they get in there to inspect it. Your bathroom is dirty. You are arrested and you are fined.
You understand?
So the man comes in his khaki and his khaki cap.
As a country, I was expecting that those things which were making our system work will be improved upon, upgraded, and sustained. But rather, we are virtually removing those things and allowing the system to just become dysfunctional. Look, today, all this, like what Hussein said, who born dog for you to carry your refuse from the house and come and dump it? Look, almost every day, I have to call the Ablukumanov MCE. Sometimes I feel bad. If you're driving between Sakaman Junction to Dakuman Junction, the pile.
Right on the
I'm telling
highway.
you.
You either go through La Paz or go through Kandishi.
And people deliberately do it.
I don't know if it's a new thing that is happening because of maybe some of our failures in continuing with some of the trainings that we do. Because I remember Friday night, after the last person will take the shower, you go and sprinkle akesha in the bathroom because Saturday dawn, you know you are going to scrub. So it's something that you live with, you grow with it. But have we failed to pass down some of these things?
Even when we go to school, boarding house, you go to those regimental training.
There's a roster for every single person.
I'm expecting that when you become a father, after going through, you make your children also go through the same regime, so that they become imbibed with it. But today,
it looks like it's lost on us. Because today, can you imagine just Tessa not here? I think about a year ago, it was raining. Somebody brought the refuse from the house.
What are you talking about?
Tessa not used to be old money.
Old money area.
This is old money area.
Look at what you're talking about. Look, as a member of parliament, I organized a cleanup exercise during the national sanitation, and then when we're doing the cleaning up, some young boys, they've gone to play football. They've come to sit down. The day of sanitation, they went to play their football. Well, fine. They were sitting on the bench playing cards, and the drain was just there. So we asked them to move so that we could clean the drain.
If you wouldn't do it, move so.
Do you know what they said? No. God time a war.
They don't sleep in it, so they don't do it.
They said they were asking us whether we sleep in the gutter. I'm telling you.
See the mindsets.
Look, there was a situation when somebody pulled the toilet pan from the house. When it had rained, and we're trying to dislodge the refuse so that there won't be any flooding. I was in my Wellington boot. All of a sudden, I felt certain things around my leg. The person has pulled the toilet pan and poured it into the drain.
Jesus Christ.
So we traced, and when we went and we arrested him, he was now washing the thing.
Pan.
And when we arrested him, do you know what he said? Sunday. After all, no, didn't show me.
He sees nothing wrong with it. He's going to go into the sea, so he doesn't care.
I think we've lost the human.
When I took an action against this person, forever have become his enemy. Forever has become his enemy. And he will go all out and campaign against me no matter what because of that.
You know the next
because
one.
I insisted that the right thing must be done.
Kandishi footbridge.
But that has been also topical for a very long time.
Yesterday night, I saw the AMA there doing some work. I became this thing because I saw some of the drip equipment. So I immediately packed. You know, it becomes like, I packed. I said, what are people using the drip equipment for? They said, they are working on a footbridge. So I asked the drip coordinator whether he was aware. The drip coordinator wasn't aware. So I told him to go there immediately and make sure that they use appropriate equipment for this so that they don't. But like you said,
the slabs are off, the boats are rusty.
We talk about
it literally shakes under you when you walk on it.
Oh really? I've not used it in a long time.
It shakes under you when you walk on it.
And
when the tracks pass, you can feel the vibration.
And it's been there for a very long time.
And the danger involved in that, one day you'll be driving and then this thing will fall on your car.
Now the traders are on top trading, some underneath trading, and then pedestrians walking across it.
It's a very busy place.
Very, very busy place. And it's like I said, it's just a danger or disaster waiting to happen.
Now was that thing constructed?
Oh, a very long time. I recollect when I was a kid.
And every building has its lifespan.
Yeah.
So by this time, we should have removed all these concrete slabs and redo it.
That footbridge could be 40 years.
Yes,
it could be.
Yes,
it could easily be 40 years. I recollect. It could be 40, easily 40 years.
I'm just hoping that as we sit here and this morning lament on these things, certain people are taking decisions. I'm part of government, and I'm going to talk to the Minister of Local Government the way every person should be talked to, my colleague, and I think I will tell him what I have to tell him. I think
we should extend it to Western Housing too.
Well, for me, any other ministry doesn't matter once our local governance system is working.
Right.
Because no matter who you are, you need the permit, the authority, and the authorization of the assembly to do everything. So even if President Mama want to put something at a particular place, the fact that he's president doesn't mean he can just go ahead and do it. The assembly in that area must permit him. So once we respect that and we allow the assemblies to exercise those powers enshrined in the constitution, we will be moving forward, because then everybody will be working according to what the law says.
Very well.
See, that dovetails to what the flag bearer of our presidential candidate has been saying. That look, our budgeting system, it's too central. Let us get our budgeting system to be local based, such that when a national budget is done for, the fiscal policy is done for a year, the assembly itself will know its share right from the fiscal policy. From central government, rather than waiting for a DACF and then it's also generation its IGF. Let us be able to decentralize these things and then get to the assemblies well funded. And when they are well funded, then they will have no excuses to be
very well. Let's take a quick break here. Some of these things do not need funding.
It's true.
Some of these things do not need funding.
It is true to the extent that
you need the political will.
In fact, some of these things rather are avenues for IGF. With they are reneging on. For all you know, people are constructing. They will not, if the assemblies, instead of letting the people come and pay the permit and all collect permit, they take the money into their pocket.
If we monetize
that
crime,
when you go to the assembly, there's a particular person you have to go and see. Not a system.
No, that's individual.
Yes, who Mr. X.
Very well. Let's take a break here. We'll come back and continue the conversations. But we'd like to hear from you as well. What are your thoughts? Perhaps there's a structure in your area that is posing a risk or a danger to lives and property. Send it to us, let us know, and we'll alert the authorities to do some work on it. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
My line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kale Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo kendini ehu be hia se metwa sapapadia to ama me manfo Kale Charcoal's natural ingredients eno ene bɔ me se ho ban e ma ne sren ne sanso mama hotoso e wo bedwam.
Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kale Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kale, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Great taste starts with the finest ingredients: wheat flour, milk, eggs, and a touch of cinnamon. Crafted with care for the authentic Ghana Achomo experience. Enjoy tasty, crunchy mini-me Achomo anytime your day needs a reset. Mini-me Achomo. Taste the fun. Grab yours now.
This advert is FDA approved.
Bestie? Yeah! Hey, Fifi! Fifi Blancens, my brother from another mother. You're looking good, man. Oh, come on. You're looking good. Hey, and well fed. You know what? Put this in the guest room for me, okay? And make my bed comfortable. And please, make sure to get UK in my room.
Bestie, meet my lovely family.
We can do that whilst I'm seated and eating. Super. Amazing. It is good and better, more than the food we have here in the UK.
Well, thank you very much for the compliment, Uncle Bestie. In fact, I wouldn't mind packaging some for you on your way out.
That's so kind of you, huh? Okay. Don't worry yourself. Why don't you rather cook some for me on the day I'll be leaving?
The Blancens premieres on Thursday, April 2nd, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 1 TV.
The vibe is too much.
Welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily. You're watching the news review segment. The Honorable Fuseni Isa is here. Honorable Nilante Vanderpoel is also here. Before the break, we had a conversation about the building collapse at Accra Newtown and the fact that we need more implementation of our laws and less of political interference. We need a change in our mindsets as well, because it might be a building collapse today, but of course there are contributory factors to the degradation and of course the environmental destruction that we're seeing around us. So let us all take heed. Let's take cue from the conversations. We're going to move on to another subject. This has to do with a Public Accounts Committee, which committee has summoned the former Minister of Health, Bernard Okuboy, over 20 million cedis mobilization fee for a parliamentary service or hospital. Honorable, I'm not
before I go on that. I've just seen something here. Ochiini bans burials in
homes. Yes.
Yeah, I saw
and then just last time I heard that our Ghana Asafo have also raided the home of the late Daddy Lumba because of his supposed being
burial
in the house. Burial is one area that the assemblies are not enforcing their authority. Who buries in the home without authority of assembly?
Of the assembly, yeah.
You understand? Even the cemeteries are the responsibility of the assemblies.
Recently, Collect Lotte had to move into the Osu cemetery to stop some people.
So, you see, the laws are there. Fine. Let me go back to...
Just one last point. You see, NADBO,
yeah,
they have been reactionary over time. Can't they take some of those actions?
In fact, their laws permit them.
Prevention is actually part of their work.
I'm not too sure where the act went to.
It didn't go through.
There was an act like that being
but prevention is actually part of their work.
They have to prevent some of this.
But that's the National Disaster Prevention.
Yeah.
No, it's National
Disaster Management
Organization. So they manage it.
Yes. But prevention is part of the management.
But they have to start preventing before it actually happens.
So they should be doing some monitoring.
There are issues, and surprisingly, they're everywhere. Every district has a
yes.
With officers.
It's one of the decentralized.
Yes. Oh, they have.
They are under the Ministry of Interior. Yes. But they are one of the decentralized institutions at the assembly.
With staff. I happen to be on the audit committee of NADBO a while ago. Just audit committee. And they're everywhere, well staffed, and the resources that we spend on them. Sometimes you ask, there are people on the NADBO payroll who don't even go to work. Because we've seen it as a more political something for job for the boy.
So until something happens,
and then they go out. What do they do?
Right. Let's move on to this Public Accounts Committee matter, and they summoned former Health Minister Okuboy over a parliamentary hospital project. We understand some 20 million cedis mobilization money has been paid. I don't know how old this project is, but did you know about this when you were an MP?
Yes, yes. As a matter of fact, it's one of the, let me say, idealistic projects which Parliament looked at. In fact, we started discussion on that, not only the hospital, but also the parliamentary housing scheme. We were looking at how we can have an housing scheme very close to Parliament, so that sometimes when we close very late, sometimes Parliament we sit up to about 12 midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So it becomes easier for people to go home and avoid all these harrowing experiences of having to drive all the way to Sakumono and other places. So the Michael Quay brought the idea that all that land between the Parliament House and old PWD, Prestige, all those lands could be built into condos where members of Parliament. So it become like Parliament housing system. So you go in there as a member of Parliament for Ododo. So that particular bungalow is for Ododo. So whoever is a member of Parliament Ododo at a particular time will inhabit that one and then move out. So everybody, so that Parliament will reduce the cost of paying MPs, what they call, we call it, how do you call it?
Rent allowance.
Rent allowance, so that we reduce the cost. We saw that the long-term investment in that one will be more economical than the annual or the let me say biannual rent allowance that are paid to MPs. Sometimes the amount of money that is paid is not even able to afford the right accommodation that an MP wants. Because if you are giving a rent allowance that could give you 2 rooms and maybe you have a family of 4, becomes a problem and all those. So we're looking at all those and we discuss it. And then during that time, that was when we had the unfortunate passing of 2 MPs. One occurred right in within the vicinity of Parliament. When he had a stroke and before he could get the sort of attention he needs. So we started with the parliamentary clinic. It used to be there, but then it was improved upon. With the commissioning of the Job 600 building, the hospital facility was put there. They have equipment to offer first aid and some sort of attention before you could be sent to 37 or police hospital. But we felt that if we could have it, because we've been to certain jurisdictions where the parliamentary service, within the parliamentary service, they have that facility, the security department, everything, a very efficient system. It's a whole country by itself. So it was a noble idea. We argued that instead of a new chamber, it would be better for us to use the money to look at the hospital and the housing scheme.
Drop the chamber.
Because people were so much agitated.
Hashtag drop the chamber.
People were so much agitated about the issue of the chamber, about the new chamber. So we said, look, let's rather invest the money in that. So it was something that we had a unanimous, let me say, discussions and debate on it, and we started. It was initially supposed to be funded through the District Assembly's Common Fund. And so I know, because I was a member of the local government committee, I know some initial monies were approved through the formula for the initial work for the hospital project to commence. As I was leaving Parliament, I don't know, and I didn't see any effort. I saw 1 or 2 renovations done in Parliament, which has to do with the reception area for drivers and visitors. But for an hospital project, I don't know. I don't know, and up to today, I don't know. Maybe when those people appear before the park, then we'll be able to get an insight as to where excavation was done, as to where certain structures were put in place for the hospital. But I think it's a noble idea, and if monies have been paid, mobilizations have been paid, then the contractors have a responsibility to come at least to tell us what they did and what they have done in fulfilling their responsibility from day one as far as the project is concerned. Sometimes, you see, I have a deficiency in accounting, so I wouldn't be able to. I'm not like Hussein sitting here. I don't know what goes into putting figures together to be able to. But sometimes I ask myself the question, Hussein, what is the reason behind mobilization? Sometimes I don't know. Then we award people contract, and then before they even start the work, we give them mobilization. And many a time, the people take the money, especially when the people have to. The people are political,
inclined.
The political actors. They take the money and no work done. I saw one of that thing as far back as the 1980s, when somebody was giving money. A contractor in this country was giving money to start the Adan Sea Defense project. He didn't do it. He rather used part of the money to go and build the first luxurious resort in Adan. The PNDC government under Rawlings took an action and confiscated the facility. You understand?
Yeah.
Confiscated his properties, all his properties. The case was in court for years. He didn't get this judgment on this day. And then in recent times he got judgment. That one, the judgment we got was in relation to those properties that belonged to him before the contract. But every building and every structure he built from the so-called mobilization that was given was taken away. So look, in the 80s. So that thing is there. People are giving money. If the person has a contract to do anything, he has won the contract, he can use the award to go to bank and take a facility. Why should government give the person mobilization? I seriously think that we should look at it again, because it's subject to abuse.
Yeah, we give mobilization and then we give feasibility studies.
Look at the Palugu project, for example. you understand?
Skytrain.
Yes, Skytrain. $2 million.
Easy.
No, for saying it's one of the.
Even before I come there, you see, a lot of the times when issues like this come up, the reaction of the general population is, politicians, there they go again.
Yeah.
MPs, Parliament, there they go again. But I believe, and from my experience in Parliament, that for Ghana to be able to make its strides, Parliament as an institution will have to play its role as structured in our governance structure for us to be able to benefit from the democratic governance system that we have selected for ourselves. Because the day Parliament wakes up and becomes independent of the executive, Ghanaians will have the benefit of democracy. I'm saying this because, look, for most of the things that the executive do, Parliament has an oversight. Right.
Yeah.
So, I belong to the school who thinks that appointing ministers from Parliament should be something that we should move away from. If ministers, the president and his ministers know that they are accountable to a very effective Parliament, I'm sure that they will sit
not efficient, very independent Parliament.
That's the word. Independent Parliament. Totally independent of the executive. I'm sure it will trickle down into how our assemblies even operate, because our assemblies will take a cue from Parliament. Because our assemblies they have legislative arms, just like we have Parliament. And so people should not really take the politicians, there they go again. They are thinking of just themselves. Look, I'm saying this because when this matter came up on my own school platform, somebody, but if MPs have a hospital to themselves, they would lose sight, or they will lose the interest
about
the general public. It is not like that. Cocoa Board has a hospital, Cocoa Clinic. Senate has one. Bank of Ghana. It has not taken them away from there. Look, in my time in Parliament, there was a time when even the main chamber, the roof had and so for a while we had to go somewhere else to have some temporal for Parliament to sit. And these things keep recurring.
up until when offices were provided for MPs, I went into Parliament when MPs had offices, and I was wondering how MPs survived without offices. I was wondering. And when the earlier MPs are recounting when they have to operate from their car boots and all of that, it's harrowing.
Until recently, we didn't even have research officers.
We didn't. It's things like that are improving. Yeah. You see, and I believe that for us to also have that independent and efficient parliament, we need to invest. Forget about drop the chamber. I mean, the chamber now looks okay. But facilities, look, you will recollect during one of the State of the Nations address by His Excellency Nana, his security guy, who was a guest in Parliament, collapsed. Yeah. Imagine if we didn't have the ambulance staff or the clinic
available there.
And this has happened.
And
on daily basis.
Many MPs go off in the chamber.
True.
On daily basis. They're stressed. From constituency into Parliament, having to sit there long hours. The number of MPs or the number of people who develop BP and hypertension when they get into Parliament, you'll be surprised. And they are all maybe they come with the job and all of that. And we have to be able to invest in Parliament. I don't belong to the school who thinks that anything that will benefit politicians or ensure that they are more efficient is something that we should. I think that, look, this whole thing of a hospital for Parliament, it's in itself is not, but we have had a clinic and a very efficient clinic manned by doctors. When Parliament is in session, we have doctors in there. We have an ambulance and all of that.
Yeah.
To safeguard some of these things. But you see, when we want to move a step ahead, the police has a hospital. It is not just limited to the police service.
Yeah.
Cocoa Board is not just limited to.
Military,
we need
37.
37. 37 has become one of our referral hospitals across. I mean, it is not just the military that benefits. And so this whole idea of hospital for Parliament being exclusive for MPs, I mean, we should move away from that. Now, having said that,
but if it's exclusive, Zeni, my problem is that if it's exclusive to MPs, parliamentary service staff, and siblings of MPs, it's not taking pressure off the other public facilities.
True. That's issue. It just maybe we should look at things in a broader when it comes to accounting for some of these things. You see, when it comes to the DACF,
the District Assembly's Common Fund.
Parliament approves a formula, and so for the administrator to undertake any project, it must have been taken care of either in a formula for the year,
right?
And this pertains to 2024. I shudder because the current administrator was saying that he didn't believe, from a clip that I saw yesterday, he didn't believe that it was taken care of in the formula for 2024, and I find it very difficult. There might have been some very little discretion in how you apply the formula to the fund, and so it might have been taken care of. Not
to catch
you are the local government.
Yes, and we had jurisdiction, the committee, we had jurisdiction over the formula before it comes to the committee of the whole. In fact, not the whole, but the committee of the whole.
Okay.
The committee of the whole is that committee of Parliament that look at issues that pertain to statutory funds, you know. So, get fund, and then the DACF comes before, and the National Health Insurance. It comes before the committee of the whole.
Well, every member of Parliament is a member of that committee.
Every member of Parliament is a member, but the other committees, not everybody is a member.
Right.
So I know when it came to the issue of the courts, we approved at the committee level, and then they went to the plenary. The plenary approved. When it came to the building, the new building for the National Peace Council, yes, we approved, because we felt that the Peace Council was doing a very important duty in this country. And without peace, this country will not. So, of course, if they don't have the money, and the national budget and the national kitty doesn't cater for them, where are they going to get the money to be able to assess? So we took consideration for that. We also did the provision of even furniture for educational institutions, for schools. In fact, under the Common Fund, we even took responsibility for NIA, NYA,
National
Youth Authority. Because the budget of the National Ministry of Youth and Sports at that time was such that the football and the sporting activities take the whole budget, and youth authority is always denied.
True.
So there was an advocacy for something, just about, I think about 1%. In fact, the DACF also take responsibility for persons with disability.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand? So even though the constitution says that the monies, if you read the 242, for example, the monies must directly go to the assemblies. It was the wish of Parliament that in order to make these institutions also provide the sort of services required of them in the districts, these things must be done.
Right.
So sometimes we look at it and do. So you see, the parliamentary service or parliament, without the members of parliament, these formulas will not be approved, and the assemblies will not have. So it was just like, how can I be approving something for you, and I'm not benefiting? So Parliament made the request, and we looked at it, and we approved it. But that is where, as to whether the money was really, there were difficulties.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure whether the money was.
Even
according to the
site was.
According to the Auditor General's reports, the money was paid on December 31, 2024.
And you see, then again, I see the implication, because when we do a fiscal policy, it's for a calendar year.
Yeah.
It's for a calendar year.
True.
And so sometimes disbursements at the tail end, there were projects that have delayed. And in a decision like this, where from what transpired yesterday at the Public Accounts Committee, you could see that even locating the location was changed.
Yes, from the parliamentary precincts to national security.
Depending on your location, some of these designs and all of that, how much land. And so it might have happened that the project was considered all through the year, but the decision as to the final place where the project had to take place had to be delayed to that extent. And I don't find it.
I know it's also sometimes the timely release of the funds.
Of course.
From the Ministry of Finance to DACF.
Of course. Sometimes
there were always arrears. Let me say this.
Interesting.
Between 2022 to 2024, as at time we were leaving Parliament, there were huge arrears. Almost 2 point something. In fact, but for the DRIP project, which was financed from the arrears. From the arrears. The arrears was almost 6.2 billion.
Wow.
Yes. It was some of the time, you see, Natoshi maybe has not been able to really say what she went through. There were a lot of times that she was even asked to go, she was given paper. How do you call it in finance? Like guarantees, government guarantees or something. To go borrow from the bank in order to disburse to the assemblies, so that when the financial situation improves, then she is reimbursed.
But then again, these are statutory funds, dedicated funds.
Thank you.
The DACF is supposed to be funded by a certain level of our tax revenues.
Yes, 5%.
So as the
Not
tax
less than
revenues
5%.
trickle in, quarterly the transfers have to be made. So it is just a lapse between the system. I'm sure that if these laws were fine-tuned such that there were repercussions when you had for delays. You say, and people couldn't be given the laxity, and the Minister of Finance
over 1 year, 2 years.
The Minister of Finance is held responsible for any delays in transfer. I'm sure some of these things will be. So maybe it's time for us to also fine-tune some of these laws to ensure that people actually.
And I think we should also be statutory creation. But we are into finance. Let me ask: is it not possible that every day, for example, there is this sort of escrow account where every day government accruals, the 5% will automatically fall into that account?
Then again, you see, there has been this problem where government runs multiple bank accounts. You see, but the real idea, and one of the things Ken did, was to centralize everything. So the consolidated fund, and so every transfer, so you could keep a very good track of it. So as government revenues come in, it comes into the consolidated fund, and you know that automatically
5% is supposed to go
of
here.
The tax revenues that come in should go here. it should be automated so that somebody that doesn't have the discretion as to when those transactions happen. But then again, the reality is governance is also not as simple as that. It's not as straightforward as that.
True.
The Minister of Finance is faced with multiple challenges at every point in time. And so at every time he has to prioritize what I mean, he has to prioritize.
True.
And that also brings in some challenges. So there has to be some checks and balances to ensure that you have the freedom. This went into what kind of Ferrata did with the capping law. Because then again, he had no control over government revenues, because as the revenues trickle in, this goes here, this goes there, and there was very little discretion, such that when there was even an emergency, the Minister of Finance couldn't do anything. So he capped some of these funds. Ultimately, it's been capped. Oh, how could it be legal when it came to Parliament?
No, but it was
Parliament did the laws.
No, but it's against the
committee. I was a member of
the against the Constitution.
That's
what the Supreme Court threw it away.
Look, it's a creation of Parliament. These statutory funds are also creation of Parliament. And so if the minister thinks that at this point in time, we need that level of discretion to be able, because the government is not going to have any space to undertake any project, because all the funds that trickle in actually have been dedicated to some of this one. Get Fund, NHIS, District Assemblies Common Fund. So he didn't. This led to the capping law.
Some going to the scholarship secretariat as well, the scholarship scheme.
All those have to be funded.
Very well. I'm hopeful that if the former minister appears before the committee, and if
I don't expect it to be any complicated issue.
Yes, I mean, because sometimes there's so much noise when we hear the figures. But if there's a proper breakdown, then we can understand. Okay, there was this level of mobilization done,
but
for which we say
no, the former ministers and appointees they don't directly take money from it.
They don't even sign some of this.
So maybe sometimes we should look at why is the contractor himself?
Exactly.
The contractor himself.
And there's a contract actually which has been executed. So I'm sure the contract itself will.
The chairman of the committee has asked that the company also appears before the committee.
So I was reasons why such monies were paid.
I was all.
And sometimes I wonder. You see, whenever we mention the Pualugu, look. Even for a private individual like yourself, when you want to build your private residence, I'm sure that before you go on site, you spend money.
True.
You have to engage architects, your drawings.
Exactly.
I don't know why people think that because they have paid a dime, they have to see a physical structure or physical activity.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's not like that.
These explanations need to be put out there so that when we hear the
but that's
why
I'm also advocating that this issue of mobilization should be
contractors should go and take a loan and do their own mobilization. Put it in the contract and they will pay.
Then again.
Why should we give you mobilization?
I know by very huge
that's why quack contractors are all coming.
That's been the policy for a while.
People who don't really
the government hardly pay mobilization this, but there are you would agree that there may be some issues with some of these things. Why we should pay? Because look, for the contractor to come, you have to tell the contractor what you are going to build. I mean, you cannot contract
all those things are in the contract,
and in all of that,
consultant fees and all of
that. You see, even before you go to that level, I mean, the architect will have to design whatever you want. The soil testing to ensure that before you go on site. So the fact that monies have been disbursed does not mean that you get the fiscal structure almost immediately. Especially with a project like this, when its location
I'm saying that issues of mobilization should.
So when you mention Pualugu, sometimes
it should be stopped.
And interestingly, you had
everybody will get the contract. You go to the bank, get the bank to finance it. When you finish, you see, sometimes these people they take the money. When they are paid, they don't even pay the banks.
Exactly.
It becomes bad debt. But when you get award and you go to a bank and you enter into a contract with a bank, the bank will be financing the project.
Like you have obligations.
And then the payment will go to the bank. And the bank will take its money.
Very well. Thank you so much, gentlemen. We'll have to leave it here. We've run out of time. Grateful that you shared your insights and your knowledge with us on the show. This has been the News Review segment. I am Nanatufo Boateng. The show continues after this.
No, we're not making banku. We're not making kokunte. We're just stripping it all the way down to one of my favorite things, a sweet dessert. She is a very distinguished human being, a woman being. Please, round of applause for Abba as she comes in.
Thank you, thank you. You know, the flour is white, the salt and the sugar and so on and so forth. And the white and the milk will talk about just the purity of our hearts.
And we're making what kind of cake?
We're gonna make a vanilla cake.
So there's a measuring cup, or you can use any cup of yours in the house to measure. So the same cup of margarine goes the same cup of flour. And then goes with the same cup of sugar.
All the time.
But then if it's you, we can use the same cup of sugar. But any other person kindly use half because it becomes sugary.
So it's Hollywood. It's Hollywood.
Like it or not,
I
it's
always
Hollywood.
wanted to go to Hollywood. You always hear this is where the movies are being made.
There's vanilla ice
Blancens, wish us happy birthday.
Ice baby. Oh, happy birthday!
Ice baby.
What's Cooking is brought to you by Tasty Tom Enriched Tomato Mix. Over Kakra, now you be brave.
That's right, ice cream! Let's go and make ice cream! Cheers!
There's so much to uncover.
Okay.
Are you an explorer? Yes! Then join us on an adventure. All you need to do is
look closely,
high five.
Think carefully,
Super.
Solve many problems.
Wonder Space Explorers are wonderful!
The Wonder Space Show airs every Saturday at 12 noon only on Channel 1 TV.
Bestie, meet my lovely family.
I mean, we can do that whilst I'm seated and eating. Let me put on your food before we eat.
He will be here for days, and I only find out at a family dinner on the day that he arrives.
Morning, family.
Everything in the kitchen is actually gone.
You know, in the UK, I work like a donkey. But here, I eat like a monkey.
My noodles just vanished like a spirit had brunch.
He finished my slightly burnt oil rice.
Half a crate of eggs cannot just poof, disappear.
Good morning, all.
Lesa, have you by any chance gone to the kitchen?
Madam, unless the kitchen walks to me my sleep, we are there in the kitchen.
If I die, won't you serve food at my funeral?
Heaven save us. Now what's
Bestie.
Away, Dad, I'm sure he's gone.
Good morning.
I thought you were gone.
The Blancens premieres on Thursday, April 2nd, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 1 TV.
The vibe is too much.
This Easter, as homes fill with laughter, shared meals, and love, pause for a moment and remember a child who has no one to celebrate with. Across Ghana, children in selected orphanages are hoping for care, hoping for comfort, hoping for kindness. You can be the reason a child smiles this Easter. Support the Easter Orphan Project 2026. Your donation in cash or in kind will provide warm meals, clothing, school supplies, and essential care for their well-being. Send your mobile money donation to 0550-900-006 or write a check in the name of the City FM Foundation. You may also bring your donation to Channel 1 TV in Tesano, Accra, Ghana. You can donate milk, sugar, rice, toys, books, or detergent. For more information, visit www.citynewsroom.com or call 0550-900-006 or 0302-226-013. The Easter Orphan Project comes off on Monday, 6 April 2026 and is powered by 97.3 City FM with support from Channel One TV. This Easter, let your kindness light up a child's life.
Wow, this is 1998. I can't believe I'm turning 50. When I look back, all that I can remember is all I've been given. Life, friendships, family, and dedicated fans. And I still have a seat in a beautiful industry, enjoying the opportunity I've been given to serve Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. But check this out, Channel One TV says they want to celebrate me. They say I'm a good example. Is it true? For my 50th birthday, I'm going to build a pediatric emergency center at Menchia Hospital. That is why all these young and vibrant celebrities are coming out to Plus 233 on the 18th of April to come so that we throw this amazing white party together to raise money for that hospital. Kwame Eugene, Kidi, Kimpaluta, Amrado, Miss V, Sister Fia, a free year, Kwabna, Talent, Abiana, Akwabwa, Abochi, Brothers, Raskuku, Adina, and another friend of mine, Andy Dusty on the 1 and 2s. He is not young. 9 p.m. till you are tired of listening to great music. I know that Channel One wishes that they could bring all of this excitement for free, but because we are trying to build a pediatric emergency center at Menchia, please be happy to pay 1,500 for VVIP and 1,000 cedis for VIP. See you
Welcome to The Point of View. This is your favorite current affairs show here on Channel One Television. On The Point of View, we pick the right topics, get the right guests, and ask them relevant questions on issues that matter to you.
With the complexities of the issues happening around us on a daily basis, it's the hard-hitting conversations and the probing questions of The Point of View.
So what is the Public Account Committee's job?
So what we do is to scrutinize, clarify, and find out why certain infractions have been made.
What do these IMF programs try to do?
The current program is for budget support.
Okay.
There are no projects attached.
That teases apart the twisted entanglements of politics and governance, as well as religious and social discourse. The Point of View brings you the policymakers and duty bearers and drills down to the very bottom of issues.
What authority do you have?
The Point of View airs every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. only on Channel One TV.
Hello and welcome to the Channel One newsroom from our studios at number 5, Ola Hansen Lane at Tesano in Accra. I am Nanatifu Obwati.
I'm Frema Edunyame.
I am Umaru Sanda Amado.
I am Inosafo.
I am Charles Osukumi.
I am Akosia Otrick.
They've given you land to build an airport, and the airport is named after them, and then you are going to change it and put your name.
We hear a Jumara National Apprenticeship Program in Kokon Kete. Well, they are paper.
A terrorist attack in Burkina Faso claimed the lives of 8 Ghanaian tomato traders.
Our fire extinguishers, they are empty. In the market, our fire extinguishers are empty.
This is a bill Ghanaians have been working for. It was one of our flagship strategies for economic transformation.
What do we have to do now for you to call off the strike?
The others also, did influence the voters.
Prof, what becomes of these students, especially the continuing ones?
They should reverse everything that they have done.
Channel One Newsroom airs Monday to Sunday at 8 p.m. only on Channel One TV.
Good morning. It's a beautiful Thursday morning, and it's still Breakfast Daily right here on Channel 1 TV. And as you all know, Nana Tufo-Boateng started the show with his panel as they discuss some of the topics that are shaping the nation politically. My name is Chris Carter, and I'm here with...
My name is Philip Latte, and we are here to continue from where Nana Tufo-Boateng left off. And we still want to thank you out there, the Back to Your Village Food Festival that happened over the weekend. If it hadn't been for you, we certainly wouldn't have had a program or a show. So I want to thank our sponsors, EcoBank, the Digital, Gino, Trillium, NPA, Manchu Biscuit, Everpark, and Jibo. I want to say a very, very big thank you to you all. You made it a blast with our sponsors and also our patrons and vendors. You just can't stop talking about it, but you know, we are preparing ourselves for the next year. That is the 2027 edition. So I want to say a very big thank you to all of you, all the individuals that passed through and enjoyed themselves, all the people that made the place a very lively place. Kwampa, we had Just Groove Band, we had Fairhin, we had what's group again? We had another group again. A number of them. Please.
I knew MCs.
Yeah, so it was an interesting one. Thank you so much for making it a point to be part of this event. I want to promise you that what you just saw over the weekend, the 2027 on, if you come, you are going to see another thing altogether. And this is the first time we moved from the Accra Metropolitan Assembly to Ifwa Southern Children's Park for this particular event. So we created a big space for people to really enjoy, meet friends, old friends, and eat food that they hadn't eaten in a very long time. So thank you for all what you did for us by participating. And of course, like we keep saying, of course, we will bring you sight and sounds here on Channel 1 TV.
All right, and on that note, we'd like to remind you that the Easter Orphan Project is in the corner, because Easter is right in the corner. Easter Monday, the 6th of April 2026, we'll be visiting some selected orphanages in the country to help feed, maintain, and support them. And you can also be part of this. This is a way you can actually touch someone's life, because we know Easter or most of the holidays are well celebrated with family, friends, and even loved ones. But there are people out there who are, you know, just alone with nobody to celebrate with, and they'll be longing for someone to come out and celebrate with them or even think of them on that day. So you can actually donate items like milk, sugar, rice, toys, books, detergent, and so on. And if you don't have any of this and decide to donate monetarily, all you need to do is donate to the Momo number. That's mobile money number 0550 900 006, 0550 900 006, or you can call the number 0302 226 013, 0302 226 013. If you're thinking of where you can donate those items to anyone who can actually donate any of the items that were on the screen earlier, you can come to Channel 1 TV at Tessana or City FM at Adabraka. Anyone that is close to you, that is where you can come and drop your donations. Do not forget, this will be a blessing to kids out there, and also it will also be a blessing to you. So thank you very much as you donate and put smiles on these beautiful people's lives.
So this is just a Monday,
yes.
Next Monday. So please donate now. And talking about blessings, seasons of prayer have started. We started yesterday, so a number of individuals joined Seasons of Prayer, weekdays in April 1st to 30th April 2026. Midnight cry from 12 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is your day from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. and also prayer encounter from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Please join. It's on Facebook as well, so you can just get the link and join. So you can call the number 0244 981 112 for more information on Seasons of Prayer. If you haven't prayed in a very long time, but are still seeking the Lord's face, definitely join this and your life will never be the same.
All right. So today is when the Blancens is going to be premiering right here.
Are you ready?
On Channel 1 TV. You definitely don't want to miss this. This is a new one coming from our studios, and this is a drama series of a typical Ghanaian family. There's so much that goes on in the family, and you know, some of them make you laugh, some of them make you cry, some of them just leave you stuck and wonder what next. This is that series that's going to take you back, or it's going to make you feel like I'm actually at home.
Yep.
And the exciting thing today is that the cast is going to be passing through the studio today. We'll have a little chit chat with them to know what went in the whole production and what we should expect. You know, you can also watch it on DSTV, right? Channel 363 on DSTV, and people who are on GoTV can watch it on 182. So just pick up your phone right now and put on your reminder for the Blancens today at 7:30, because today is the grand premiere.
You know, it's going to be on your screen for a very long time, and in a very long time we haven't had a series that you say that, okay, you'd want, it's going to make you stay glued to your television set for a couple of weeks, but this has come to stay. So for some weeks we are going to see the Blancens on our screens, but it's starting today. So later I'll be talking about it more on the show. So stay with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV, and we'll bring you more exciting conversations about the Blancens. But Chris, that's it for the promo.
Oh, well, that's it for the promo. But today is a very packed day when it comes to programming. So definitely you are going to enjoy today's show, because we have enough interviews, to go on for this 2 hours. So stay tuned with us. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to be delving into our first interview. We'll be back.
What's your favorite Ghanaian dish?
Let me say, if I should get fufu with light soup, aponche krakra, you see, I'm done.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, briefly prepare it.
Light soup. Briefly prepare, I can't.
You are a Bonia woman, pa.
It take a process before I can briefly prepare light soup. But you see, you get your slide pepper, tomatoes, the pepper, the hot one.
Okay.
You know, then you get tomatoes, you get your fish or your meat, like that's a aponche. You steam it nicely.
And what?
You steam it nicely.
Hey, I'm not drinking.
Aponche.
Yes, that one.
The one we get
the smell. You see that one? Then you are good to go. You know, it take a process. Then you are done.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
No, we're not making banku. We're not making kokunte. We're just stripping it all the way down to one of my favorite things, a sweet dessert. She is a very distinguished human being, a woman being. Please, round of applause for Abba as she comes in.
Thank you, thank you. You know, the flour is white, the salt and the sugar and so on and so forth. And the white and the milk will talk about just the purity of our hearts.
And we're making what kind of cake?
We're gonna make a vanilla cake.
So there's a measuring cup, or you can use any cup of yours in the house to measure. So the same cup of margarine goes the same cup of flour. And then goes with the same cup of sugar.
All the time.
But then if it's you can use the same cup of sugar. But any other person, kindly use half because it becomes sugary.
So it's Hollywood. It's Hollywood.
Like it or not,
I always wanted to go to Hollywood. You always hear this is where the movies are being made.
There's vanilla ice.
Blancens, wish us happy birthday.
Ice baby. Oh, happy birthday.
Ice baby.
What's Cooking is brought to you by Tasty Tom Enriched Tomato Mix. Over Kakra, na you be brave.
Grateful that you stayed with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV, and like my co-host Chris Carter made mention of us that we have a number of interviews that are actually going to be done here on the show. So you would want to stay with us here so that we enjoy. Let's start with this one that has to do with the Cafeteria Foundation, and there is a challenge that has already started, but it's coming back again, which is the Cafeteria Good Citizenship Challenge. It's a challenge for the basic to the senior high level education. So you would want to have your child participate in this exercise. But let's delve deeper in it, and join us is Maria Bankas Abalo, who is the head of programs at Cafeteria Foundation. You're welcome, madam.
Thank you so much for having me.
We also have Victoria, who is a student of the McCarthy Hill School. We have John Kwesi Obeng Kenzo, who is student of Heman Minor School. Thanks for coming. And also have Efuateria Adom Addison, who is also a student of Heman Minor School. You're also welcome.
Thank you.
So let's start with you, Maria. Tell us about this particular challenge. What really is the Cafeteria Good Citizenship Challenge? But first, let's start with the foundation.
Yeah.
Let's get to know the foundation.
Yes. So Cafeteria Foundation, we are an institution promoting values-based learning in Ghana. We partner with selected schools. We go in there, we train teachers, we provide them with a structured curriculum to be able to teach their learners essential moral values. We believe that, the schools are doing a fantastic job building the intellectual capacity of our learners. But there might be a little gap with intentionality on building their hearts. So that's where the curriculum comes in, to nurture these values in our learners: integrity, diligence, determination, compassion, empathy, and the rest. So that's what we do. And over the years, since we started in 2019, we've partnered with over 100 schools across all the 16 regions in Ghana. And our curriculum is being delivered in the classrooms, and learners are learning all these values.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. But these are some of your people who participated in that as students.
Yes.
Let me start with you, Victoria. You participated in which year? 2025. How was it like for you participating? What did you really do to change your community after learning all what you learned in this particular challenge?
Okay, so we raised funds to help the neonatal units of the Wejagba Municipal Hospital.
Oh, wow.
Which people mostly know it as the Akawe Hospital.
Akawe, yeah.
So the neonatal unit was established by a nurse single-handedly, and then it lacked essential equipment to help babies that were born prematurely. So after several visitations, they told us that the neonatal unit lacked these equipment. So we decided to go on a 7-kilometer sponsored walk from our school to the West Coast Mall. And then we gave out fundraising cards to raise funds for donations to buy these equipments to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
So our target was 200,000, but at the end of our walk, and then after we had collected the fundraising cards, we had raised more than 200,000.
200,000 Ghana
cedis. Yes, please.
Amazing.
245 actually.
Wow. How did you raise it?
We gave out fundraising cards to pupils, teachers, parents, and then outsiders as well. And then on the sponsored work, we were able to get money from other people outside too.
That's interesting. Wow, that's interesting. Let me come to you, Ifwa. You also participated in this exercise. That is a challenge.
Yes, please.
Yourself and John.
Yes,
what did you do together?
So, thank you for having us once again.
You're welcome.
So, Gareth and I were part of the team leads of the Lunar Azul Initiative, which was the community service project that we embarked on for the Kofi 8 area Good Citizenship Challenge. So basically, the Lunar Azul Initiative is a group of 21 young change makers from the SOS Herman Minor International College, and we sought to promote inclusive education in Ghana and maybe Africa as a whole, and help contribute to creating supportive learning environments where every Ghanaian child could thrive and benefit from their education. Now, we're inspired by this because we realized that a lot of the times people don't have the same opportunities when it comes to education as we do, and it's especially challenging for people who have special educational needs. So the goal of our project was to create awareness about special educational needs in learning and also raise some funds to support an institution that was focused on promoting discourse. We took some time to learn more about the problem we were trying to tackle by attending conferences organized by the Africa Dyslexia Organization, and even went ahead to arrange meetings with major stakeholders like the GES Director for Special Educational Needs in Tema. And he really gave us a lot of insight of the different aspects or facets of what special educational needs look like, from visual impairments to intellectual impairments as well. And we all concluded after brainstorming that this was a very important issue that we needed to tackle. So by organizing car washes and selling treats like ice cream and pizza at our school, we not only raised funds specifically,
sold pizza,
ice cream, and also organized car washes, and we raised a total of 23,000 cedis.
Wow.
That went towards purchasing educational resources and sensory aids like kinetic sand and toys for the New Horizon Special School in Osu. And we also went ahead to sponsor tuition for some students to attend the school as well.
John, do you want to add something? Because it looks like if I have said a lot. Add something.
So the challenge was very informative. It helped us transform in ways we didn't know we could. I think one of my favorite experiences was attending the Africa Dyslexia Organization's conference, where we were able to meet some of their leaders and their panelists, and we were able to ask them a couple of questions to help point us in the direction we needed to go.
Wow. How do you get them? How do you come about brilliant students, and also is it target to what we will say DB schools?
Well, first of all, the ideas are uniquely theirs. We encourage the students to actually go out and look for the problems around them. And in doing this, all these values are at play. At the beginning, I mentioned the values that we touch on.
Yeah.
And the idea for this challenge is to bridge that, bring that into a practical environment. So it's their idea, they get the credits, they lead it. So these are student-led initiatives. And it's not targeted just as high-tier schools. We have different tier schools on our program.
Oh, nice.
And it's open to all schools. So if you're a school, you're a management, you're a head of school, a principal, you're watching us, you're hearing us, we encourage you to, get your students involved. And we want this to be a culture in schools.
Sure. Where
every school would say that every year, let's identify a problem within our community. Let's come together as a school body. Let's go in there and solve those problems. And in doing this year and year and year on, we will develop citizens that naturally will look out for solutions to the problems that we see around us.
The challenge is coming back again.
Yes.
Tell us about it. Who can participate? How are you going to get in touch with people who want to be part of this challenge? And when is it starting?
Okay, so it's back again. At this point, we've opened a call for students and schools to express their interest to join the challenge. In expressing your interest, you just have to email gcc@kteriafoundation.org or give us a call. We'll share the numbers soon. And just let us know the area in which you are intending to embark on your community service challenge.
To make a change.
Yes, to make a change. So just let us know that. And you have up until the end of April to express your interest. Afterwards, you actually go in and then enact the solutions that you've come up with. And we'll give you more information from there on.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when they go about addressing the challenge or whatever they've identified, is there sort of a guidance along the way how they should go about it? Because I'm very interested about how they are able to convince even the public to generate funds. You know, people don't easily part ways with their money like that. So they're able to generate funds and help institutions.
Yes. You know, if the project is quite impactful, I believe that we would all be willing to part away with something little to see change in our community. And I'll even just touch on what McCarthy Hill did with the neonatal unit. We went back there to check in with the municipality to assess the impact. And the lead nurse told us that even this was just a month after they had donated the incubators and, you know, vein finders, a lot of equipment that they donated to them. They told us just in about a month, over 100 babies have benefited. In the past, when babies are born prematurely and are sent there, at the time, they had just one incubator. So sometimes they would have to pair babies in an incubator or do a referral to Kolebu. And sometimes things, unfortunately, would happen that so imagine, you know, projects on such magnitude happening across the country. And even if not on such magnitude, talk of inclusive learning. Every child has the ability to learn.
To learn,
You know, so I always want to give credit to them because they go in and they do the work, they identify the problems. And for a country, it's important that we understand that we might have the talents, we might have the resources, but if we don't have leaders with good character and values to steward that resources, would always fall short of development.
Good one there. Final words. You said everything. So make sure that you join the Kofi Teria Good Citizenship Challenge. And you said you put out a number?
Yes.
Yeah, so as she's preparing to put out the number, you should be part of this important challenge because we are here to change our communities, also to effect changes in our communities.
So if you are interested, not just in the challenge, but also interested in our values program as a school, you would want us to come in and, you know, train your teachers, give you access to the curriculum so that you can go in and teach these essential values to your learners. You can reach us on 0505 910 960. So I'll take it again. 0505 910 960, or you can email us gcc@kteriafoundation.org.
Thank you so much for your time,
Thank you
Maria.
so much.
Maria is the head of programs at the Kofi Teria Foundation. We also had 3 brilliant students in the studio who also participated in this challenge. Victoria, John, and Ifwa. Thank you so much for coming. And on that community note, and we've been asking that we need a number of changes within our various communities, which we are seeing from the Kofi Teria Foundation and also with the Kofi Teria Good Citizenship Challenge. We want to go to Sambuli in the northern region, where health workers there are complaining about the deplorable nature of a health center. Let's bring you this report.
Holy Cross Clinic, which serves as a major referral center for about 40 communities in the area, is currently operating with a 12-bed capacity and limited staff strength, affecting efficient healthcare delivery. Health workers at the facility attribute the staffing challenges to poor network connectivity and bad road network. This, according to residents, discourage professionals from accepting postings to the community.
2024, they post some nurses. They gave us about 13, which include midwife, community health nurses, and staff nurses. Out of the 13, it was only 4 that we had. And the information was that when we called them, that, I know Sambuli already in the Sabuwa district. There's no network there. If I come, I will not get network to call my people. I will not even know what is roaming in the world. So it's better I find my way somewhere. So out of the 4, the rest went away. We called them, what they will tell you is the network issue.
Reverend Sister Berlin Grace, the clinic in charge, told Channel 1 News that the facility becomes overwhelmed during the rainy season, often forcing staff to admit patients on the floor and on benches.
Our bed capacity is 12. And when the children come, we bring them to the OPD and we keep the benches together, 2 or 3, and start the IV for the children. And also the maternity cases. Only 3 beds we have. So altogether total 12 beds we have in our facility. So we really find difficulty in detaining the patients. And
staff are therefore appealing to government to provide the needed support and introduce incentives to attract and retain staff in remote areas. Meanwhile, the regent of Sambuli has called for improved network connectivity, noting that it will help address some of the challenges facing the community.
Construct the road for us and work on our network issues, because if we are on leave and we want to go home, you have to struggle before you reach to Tamale. And if we are in the rainy season, you can't go home, all because the road will be flooded with water. So we are pleading the government to come and work on the road and also compensate us for working like we are overworking. So we urge the government to compensate us at least small.
Authorities are calling for government intervention to ensure that these issues are resolved to prevent staff who usually would run away from the facility due to the conditions in which they find themselves. They want government to tackle the issue of network and also furnish the facility to be able to take care of healthcare delivery in the area. For Channel 1 News, I am Shawana Yusuf, reporting from Sambuli in the Saboba district of the Northern Region.
So that was a report from Sambuli in the Saboba district of the Northern Region. And you've heard it all. I don't know how you would be able to stay in an area where you don't have network connectivity, you have poor infrastructure, the road network is very deplorable, and the staff there are actually running away or fleeing. I'll put it that way, because you do not have the sort of comfort to work and how to go about your day-to-day activities in the area. We've been complaining a lot about nurses not being able to work efficiently because of a lack of infrastructure or what exactly they need to work with. But if we have Shawana Yusuf, if she is joining us, we will have a conversation with her. What we have seen on the screen is basically what the report tells us, but I'm sure that there are backstory to this particular one. So Shawana, good morning. Okay, we are still okay. Let's understand the Sambuli area. Where exactly is it located in the northern region? I know it's in the Saboba district, but where is that exactly?
Okay, thank you. Sambuli is before you enter the main Saboba township. There is a community called Nalo. So Nalo is a small town before you enter Saboba township. So when you get to Nalo, you need to make a right turn and drive about 10 minutes inside. to meet Sambuli community. So yes, it's just a few meters away from Nalo, which is not also far from the Saboba district capital.
I'm very sure that when you were heading to the hospital, it was a challenge because the nurses made mention of a deplorable road. Can you tell us about that?
Thank you very much. Yes, the road is terrible, and there is a major bridge on the road before you get to the community. From that major bridge, descending all the way to Saboba, to Nalo, to Sambu, which we are talking about, is a dusty road you will have to battle with. So you get to the place. And this is the area they indicated that when it is rainy season, access to Yendi and also to Tamale and other areas becomes a challenge because the bridge over there is at some point very steep. So that place gets so flooded so much that you can't even access the major bridge to cross over to the other side. So road network, very terrible. We are hoping government, we understand that it's been awarded to contracts, but on our way from Tamale, let me say from Yendi all the way to the community, we haven't seen any contractor on site working on that. And when you turn from Nalo and heading into Sambuli, it's also another challenge. Rocky area, very vast land you'll find on your way before you get to the community. And yes, road network not so good, very dusty. But because people ply it every now and then, there are access routes, so you're able to access it all the way to the community. One interesting thing I would like to mention is that very morning on our way, we left Tamale very early as 5. We got there almost around 8:30, getting to 9. And I remembered I needed to drop a story on the city page. And then again, I remembered I was told if you get to Sambuli community, there is no network. So immediately we got to Nalo, which is a hilly community. So because of that, they are able to access network connectivity. I quickly prompted the driver to wait so that I can load all my videos and my story to the page before I go to the land of no network, because it will be difficult to actually send the story should I have entered the community. So yes, this is actually the situation on the ground. And just a day, from morning till we left there almost around 4 p.m. getting to 5. I personally did not find it easy because I do everything with network, and I can imagine what the workers who have been posted to the area, indigents of the community, how they have to manage, how they have to go about it all these years living in a community without good road network, without also internet connectivity to enable them access people in other areas.
All right, so when you spoke to the nurse, she said that, some people actually run away from the place. Some of the workers actually run away from the place. How frequent is this, and what's the main reason of them running away?
Thank you. It's pretty obvious what the reason would be. Network. In this era of the world revolving around network connectivity, you won't even have network to call your family, talk less of accessing the world on the internet. They tell us people come and then the only thing they say is that I've heard about this community, you don't have network, we won't be able to stay. When we stay here, we'll be cut off from the rest of the world. We can't even access our communities or our families back home. Hence, I would rather go home and look for other alternatives rather than stay in this community without network connectivity. We understand recently they posted about 13 health workers, nurses and other professionals inclusive. And out of this 13, only 4 of them finally came. And even with the 4 who came, most of them had to leave again. So you can imagine what they go through. The nurse in charge was actually very passionate when she was talking about this issue. She mentions that if everybody leaves, I mean, she will not be able to go anywhere because she's more committed to what she's doing. And as a reverend sister who has been assigned to the area, she feels it's a responsibility to save lives and stay in the community. But if people leave and she doesn't leave and she stays, the burden becomes overwhelming for her. And she can't do this alone. She needs the solution to the issue, which is network connectivity and access, good road network. Good roads, yes, to the area, to enable the nurses to be retained, to come and stay with them, and to help with service delivery whenever they are posted to the area, rather than go away and not come back.
Okay, Shawana, stay on for us. Don't go. We have the physician assistant for the Holy Cross Clinic in Sambuli join us, Averu Severinus, who is joining us. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
First of all, I want to find out from you, what is your staff strength in your health facility?
Okay, thank you very much, and good morning to your listeners and viewers. Currently at Holy Cross Clinic, our staff strength remains 18, out of which 12 then 2 are community health nurses.
I didn't get you on that. Out of the 18, 12 are what?
Are nurses, different care. So we have enrolled nurses, we have other nurses, and we also have that of supportive nurses that we have employed.
Okay.
So that is the staff strength, and we have.
Well, it's obvious you have a network challenge. I'm sure. Are you talking from the clinic, or yes, we are connecting from the clinic? It's obvious because we are actually talking about they having the network challenge, and Chris, it's obvious. Yes, and the physician assistant has just confirmed what we are reporting here, that they do have network challenges. But Shawana is still on with us, so that we will still have further conversation with her on what is happening at that particular health facility. So Shawana, the physician assistant made mention that the facility has 18 staff, let me put it that way. Are you aware of it? What are the details you gathered on that when you went to the place?
Okay, thank you very much. So what I understand is that out of the 18, it's just 12 of them who are permanent staff of the facility and serving the people in the Holy Cross Clinic. So I'm sure that's why he was trying to give a breakdown to let us understand of the 18, how many makes up of what. But they tell us that with the burden of the hospital, that sees to referrals from about 40 communities around them. The number of staff or the staff strength is woefully inadequate to take care of the issues that they are confronted with on daily basis so far as health delivery is concerned. They are calling for more and more workers to be posted to the area. And also, one major thing they made mention had to do with infrastructure. It's terrible. If you had seen the delivery bed at the Sambuli Hospital, nothing different from what I reported from Sabari the other time, where pregnant or delivering mothers will have to hang their legs in the air to push. And I understand that usually because of the situation they find themselves, they are not even able to do that. So they have to invite family members in to come and assist them with their legs. Then the limited staff strength can also be doing their work to ensure that babies are delivered safely and soundly at the facility. So
Shawana, you still hang on there for us. Don't go. We just want to see if we can get a better connection with the physician assistant who is joining us again. We just pray that the network doesn't really misbehave. Anyway, good morning, sir. Again, you were saying something about your staff strength. You said 12, which our correspondent has addressed. But how many people or nurses were posted to your facility that didn't show up, or some have run away?
Okay, thank you so much, and I hope my network is better now.
Far better.
Okay, this is the reality of Sambuli. And so, yes, last year we got 13 posted nurses and midwives, out of which only 4 reported. Actually, there were 5, and 1 ran away due to the network connectivity. So the remaining 4 too are also fighting to leave because of the challenges they have to endure on a daily basis. And it's something that is a dire situation for us. Most of them complain of the no network connectivity in the area, the overburden of workload on the few on duty, and the fact that we don't even have adequate beds to accommodate the numbers we are attending to. Sambuli attends to over 30,000 population from 2 sub-districts, and a facility like that only having a limited number of beds of 12, which comprise of 3 maternal beds. 8 currently are what we have as beds for admission, emergencies, and all that. And the remaining one is an initiative we developed that we put together, an extra 3 mattresses that when they come and the place is overwhelmed, we spread it on the floor for them to sleep on. And the situation is not a good sight when you come to Sambuli Holy Cross Clinic.
Have you recorded cases of no bed before? Maybe you had numbers increasing at your facility and you didn't get any bed for a particular patient. Now they are saying that it's over 30,000 residents in the area.
Yes, and this no bed syndrome it's become a daily norm or normal for us as healthcare workers. So it's something we have to live with, and we have been living with for a long time. So on the regular, we do get people on benches, sometimes on the bare floor with their mat, cloth, and sometimes nothing at all, just because they have nowhere else to go than to come to Holy Cross Clinic.
Wow. Is it the major health center in Sambuli?
Yes, please, and it is the only mediumly resourced health center in Sambuli and Palaba sub-district.
And for how long has this facility been in existence?
It's been in existence for the past 25 years now, and we've really had very significant challenges all this while. I would just like to say that the Catholic Diocese and the Catholic Church has been very supportive in the one way or the other to supporting, mitigate some of these challenges. And also some faith-based NGOs have been our pillar to sustainability to this time.
Wow. Before you take leave of us, mention about 4 pressing things you need that someone watching or an organization wants to take an action, or government should immediately address to make your job very smooth for you, so that you wouldn't have nurses or health practitioners running away from the facility.
Okay, thank you very much. The pressing issues are actually one too many, but we currently call on government to, as a matter of urgency, provide these basic amenities that lead to staff attrition, like the network connectivity challenge that we have. We also call on benevolent organizations to support us with furnishing, as Ms. Shawama mentioned, the maternity block structure that have been put up. It is a good thing to have a building, and it's another thing to have it finished. We will need more beds, especially the delivery beds, as has been elaborated. We don't have a standard delivery bed as we speak now. The beds we have is very, very, very out of condition. And I must say that what Ms. Alma has narrated is not actually the site or the picture of it. You have the midwives having to struggle or wrestle with these maternal mothers, expectant mothers, who don't have footrest to keep their legs during deliveries. Privacy is not assured because the delivery bed is not having a footrest. And this bed has been there for the past 25 years since the facility was established. We'll call on benevolent people to support us with that. We also don't have an ambulance for referral of cases. and that has been one of the main challenges that has lingered on. Quite recently, we nearly lost a pregnant woman due to no ambulance. It took the grace and mercy of God to avert such a disaster. Babies on a daily basis are delivered sometimes on the bare floor, because you have one or two labor cases concurrently, and we only have one delivery bed, and that is a very difficult situation for us. And we call on the government to, as a matter of urgency, post more nurses and midwives to us as well, because the staff strength now is not something very adequate for the facility. And we also have erratic power supply. Imagine being posted to Sambuli and for a whole week you are in darkness. You don't have network, you don't have light, because of the inconsistent power supply in the area. So we call on other NGOs and well-meaning Ghanaians to support us with solar systems and also get us standby generators as well to continue care whenever patients come.
Avera, thank you so much for your time. Very grateful. He is the physician assistant at the Holy Cross Clinic, Sambuli, and he has given us all the issues within the facility. Yes. Shawana, are you still with us?
Yes, Philip, I'm here.
Okay, so we want you to take your leave. So wrap up with us and you can take your leave. The physician assistant has said a number of things.
Okay, thank you. So, I think I would only join the people of Sambuli, the good people of Sambuli, to appeal that help comes to them very soon. I mean, what I saw was actually pathetic, and I'm glad to have been telling the story. And I'm hoping that the right authorities would hear this, will take action. The health minister especially, and all parties that are concerned in healthcare delivery in the country. The people of Sambuli, like many others that we are here to tell their stories, are suffering. And when we are looking at healthcare delivery and improving facilities and also access to healthcare delivery, we shouldn't just stay in the big cities. We should go down to the communities, to the rural areas, to the hard-to-reach areas, because I mean, these are hard-to-reach areas. If they can't access proper healthcare in their own vicinity, how do they even access healthcare in the first place? So, I mean, we need to turn our attention to these people and ensure that help comes to them. Then together we can all save lives. And when we are telling stories about healthcare delivery, we can be telling positive stories.
Positive, it's true. But Sambuli is in which constituency?
It's in the Saboba district. For which particular constituency, I'm not able to tell specifically.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much for your time. Shawana Yusuf is our Northern Belt Bureau Chief, and she brought us that story from the Holy Cross Clinic, Sambuli. And you've seen it all. The physician assistant has actually said everything. Chris, you are the health person. Can you work there?
No, I don't think I can work there. I think I might be one of the people that will
run away.
Yes, because I need to stay connected.
Because he said 13.
I really need to stay connected.
13 got posted there, and about 4, only 4 came, up 5, with 1 running away, and even the 4 are still contemplating.
But I mean, the 5 actually, the 5th, I mean,
yeah,
the 5th person actually wanted to work, but at the end of the day, it's just because of the condition of the place that
the person had to run away.
So it's understandable. People want to work, but the conditions are not just favorable.
Yeah. So now the 4, they are still contemplating whether to stay or go. Anyway. That's it. That's been our
healthcare really needs to be taken seriously. It really needs to be taken seriously, because at the end of the day, even hearing that pregnant women give birth on the floor,
the issues there are too many, because if you have 30,000 residents and you have about just 12 health workers managing affairs there, it's a big problem. It should be checked. Anyway, that's it for our community focus segment here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. I'm sure that benevolent individuals, the corporate bodies, and also the government will be taking cue as to how they'll be able to address the challenge there, and at least give people a chance to also benefit from quality health care in this country. We're back with more on Breakfast Daily. Stay with us here.
No, we're not making banku. We're not making kokunte. We're just stripping it all the way down to one of my favorite things, a sweet dessert. She is a very distinguished human being, a woman being. Please, round of applause for Abba as she comes in.
Thank you, thank you. You know, the flour is white, the salt and the sugar and so on and so forth. And the white and the milk will talk about just the purity of our hearts.
And we're making what kind of cake?
We're gonna make a vanilla cake.
So there's a measuring cup, or you can use any cup of yours in the house to measure. So the same cup of margarine goes the same cup of flour. And then goes with the same cup of sugar.
All the time.
But then if it's you can use the same cup of sugar. But any other person, kindly use half because it becomes sugary.
So it's Hollywood. It's Hollywood.
Like it or not,
I always
it's Hollywood.
wanted to go to Hollywood. You always hear this is where the movies are being made.
There's vanilla ice.
Blancens, wish us happy birthday.
Ice baby. Oh, happy birthday.
Ice baby.
What's Cooking is brought to you by Tasty Tom Enriched Tomato Mix. Over Kakra, na yibibre.
What's your favorite Ghanaian dish?
Oh, kokonte and granite soup.
Briefly prepare it.
I should briefly prepare the granite soup for the kokonte.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
Okay, so the briefly prepare when I get my powder.
What powder?
The kokonte powder.
Okay.
Then I'll heat my water.
Okay.
I'll heat my hot water.
Okay.
Then I'll pour the powder in the hot water and I'll stir it for a while.
Okay.
Then I'll make it fast. After that, then my granite soup, by that time the water is already on.
Yes.
Then I'll be mashing the granite to one side.
Hey, my guy.
Then I'll add my tomatoes.
Okay.
Then I'll look for my fish. Okay. So when I pour the granite that I've mashed in the water, then I'll put it on the fire. So
that'll be all.
That'll be all.
This food is very delicious.
I'm paying 1 year straight. Me do it, so. Me to oppose for me do also akasa.
Bestie, meet my lovely family.
I mean, we can do that whilst I'm seated and eating. Let me pray on your food before we eat.
He will be here for days, and I only find out at a family dinner on the day that he arrives.
Morning, family.
Everything in the kitchen is actually gone.
You know, in the UK, I work like a donkey, but here, I eat like a monkey.
My noodles just vanished like a spirit had brunch.
He finished my slightly burnt oil rice.
Half a crate of eggs cannot just poof, disappear.
Good morning, all.
Lesa, have you by any chance gone to the kitchen?
Madam, unless the kitchen walks to me my sleep, you are the enter in the kitchen.
If I die, wouldn't you serve food at my funeral?
Heaven save us. Now what's
Bestie.
Away, Dad. I'm sure he's gone.
Good morning.
I thought you were gone.
The Blancens premieres on Thursday, April 2nd, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 1 TV.
The vibe is too much.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's still Breakfast Daily right here on Channel 1 TV. And as we promised, we have more interviews for you. Right now, we're about to talk about a condition that affects a lot of families in the world. And we've talked about it before, I think 2 days ago. And it was introducing you to the month of awareness when it comes to autism. So it's Autism Awareness Month in April. So yeah, you might be seeing a bit of autism, related stories and interview here. But right now we are about to talk about the Autism Conference and Parents Training. That's a new one I've heard, and I think it's very interesting that this happens. So the conveners are here and we are going to be speaking to them. We have Selassie Eze Zobo, who is the CEO and Clinical Director of the Behavior Hub, and also Elolo Ewusi Agbalin, who's the lead behavior technician at the Behavior Hub. And yeah, she's someone who actually works with directly with autistic children as a therapist. You're welcome, ladies.
Thank
How
you.
are you?
You're doing well.
All right, so it is Autism Awareness Month. And first of all, I want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you for coming to speak about this issue, because a lot of families suffer this issue, and a lot of people want it hush hush because of the kind of culture that we have here in this part of the world. Now, Autism Conference and Parents Training, this is a new one. Why do you think it's important for us to have this sort of conference?
Okay, all right, thank you so much for having us. Yeah, so autism, this conference is more of helping the community, working with our community. And it is part of my capstone project with Global Autism Project. And I did a mentorship with them. And in the past, advocacy has been with the families we work with, the schools in which we go to work with the children. So we are working one-on-one with them, training them and what have you. But now we want to now come out to the wider community so that others can also get to benefit from what we do. Therapy is expensive. Parents pay an arm and a leg, to get these therapy services.
For each session, right?
Yes, for each session.
They
yes.
pay by session.
So for us, we do everything monthly.
Okay.
Because at the end of the month, then you pay. So we send you a bill and what have you. And it's not everybody who is able to afford therapy. Yeah. So then what happens?
That's what I was asking. Are you for rich people?
we are not for rich people. Like I said, our clients cut across the social, But we also want to look at the other, person who is not able to afford therapy. So it doesn't mean that children do not get access, because we know therapy works. You're talking about behavior therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy. So what can we do to help them? That's how we came up with this parent training. So that even if you're not accessing therapy yet, you have something you can do with the child. We want to equip you with tips and strategies that you can be using to manage behaviors, to help them with their communication. Those who have the sensory, overload and they're having a hard time regulating, you can have something you can do with them so that it even makes your life easier as a parent. Teachers can also get to benefits because they also know how to, interact with these children in the classroom setting. So that's how come we are doing it, and it's for free because we want you to have the knowledge to be able to work with these children.
I was speaking to a teacher some days ago, and the person made a statement like, "Oh, this autistic kids here, I don't know how to handle them. Sometimes they annoy me so much." And I realized that not everybody actually knows how to handle these kids in schools. So do you think the children should be in, in normal schools?
Yes. So they actually thrive. They don't have to be in the special schools. And even from parents' experience, sometimes they go and then they pick up behaviors. So most parents don't even want them to be in the special schools or the inclusive schools. It's okay if they're in the mainstream school, because even GS is pushing for the mainstream schools to accept
them,
the children. Yes, so beyond acceptance and then housing them in the schools, we want them to go a step further, include them. When you are planning for the class, you are doing your lesson plan, have them at the back of their mind, because they may have a different way of learning. So then you differentiate and then step the lesson plans down to their level so that they can also be able to access. What we see is they are in the schools and they are just loitering around the place, moving from class to class. And like you mentioned,
paying attention.
The teacher doesn't know how to
them.
Exactly. And you don't really fault them. Maybe they did special education in school, but it was maybe a topic or a term's course. And in their mind, I'm going to a mainstream school to work. So they are not thinking of going to work with special children. If I wanted to work with a special child, I would have gone to a school to work with special children, but I'm in a mainstream school. And then the management is bringing in these children because as part of GES policies, they need to accept them. But we are not equipped. They are not trained. They don't even have the resources to work with these children. So you find them wanting in the classroom. So I'm not surprised she's saying that. So the schools or the system has to go a step further. You accepted them. Now let's get the trained professionals to work with them. Let's get the resources to be able to, accommodate them and then get them to do something useful in school, not just be in the space.
Right. So, Elola, what are some of the therapy directives that you give them when working with them?
Okay, so with each child differs. Like we know, autism it's a spectrum, meaning each child have different
ways of acting too.
Yes. So most kids with the initial states, we focus on their attention because without attention, they cannot really thrive in the classroom to do academic work. So most of the time we focus on their attention, and like I said, with each child having their peculiar needs, we give them the support that they really need. And ABA is our main focus, the behavior hub, which is applied behavior analysis, which focus on equipping these children with the various skills that they need. Most of them, they are very smart and intelligent. So just like identifying the needs of these children, being it attention-wise, following instruction. Some goes to the extent of performing very well in the class. So we support them in the classroom setting where most of the time, because the classroom is packed with a lot of students, teacher does not necessarily focus on that one autistic child. So we come in to support the teacher to just give the best that we can to the autistic child in the class.
Right. So with all this, that's a lot of hard work because you're dealing with different sort of spectrums. Some behavioral, some the ones that have issues with the senses, like noise and all that affects them, and some are non-verbal.
Yeah.
Right. So that means you see different people every time.
Yes.
How do you take care of yourself when dealing with all this?
Yeah. So with all autistic children, they have challenging behaviors, and dealing with them is very challenging. So let's say, for instance, heating. We most of the time either block or ignore, depending on the function of the behavior. So every behavior has a function, and most of the time it's either for attention, to gain your attention, to escape work, for their sensory needs. So we have different functions of the behavior. So we tackle it from there. When we are able to know the function of the behavior, we are able to give the right intervention, whether to ignore the behavior, whether to just still let them work if they are escaping tasks or yes. So basically, I think
that's it. All right. So when is this event happening?
Okay, so it's happening on the 11th of April, 2026. That's next week, Thursday, at the Ghana India Kofi Annan Center. That's at Rich, and it's at 9 a.m. And it's free because we want to educate. It's free for all.
It's actually a Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So who is invited?
So we have parents, we have teachers, everyone.
Is it free?
Yes, it's free.
Okay.
So everyone who happens to, have contact with any autistic child, come and be imparted with the knowledge to be able to
teach them.
work with the child.
And who are the people on the screen?
Okay, so we have myself, a behavior analyst.
Yeah.
We have a speech therapist, that's Aisha Amati. We also have an occupational therapist, Nancy.
Yeah.
And another behavior therapist also, Mavis Fosia. And then we have a neuropediatrician, Dr. Mabel. Yeah, she's a household name. when it comes to autism in Ghana. And then we have TJ Laroom. He is my mentor from the Global Autism Project, and he would also be speaking to us.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So it's going to be happening on the 11th of April 2026 at the Kofi Annan, at the Ghana India Kofi Annan Center of Excellence at Ridge.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed having this conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking to Selassie Essezobor, who is the CEO and Clinical Director of the Behavior Hub. Elolo Ewusi Agbale, who's the lead behavior technician at the Behavior Hub, who is always, closer to the kids because she is your therapist. And yeah, so I want to say a very big thank you to you. More grease to your elbows. And anyone watching this that is dealing with autistic kids, you could be a school, you could be a church, you could be a teacher, you could be a tutor, you could be a parent or someone who just wants to know or how to deal with autistic children. This is the right place for you to be. Come and ask all the questions. Come and gain all the skills, to help, impact the lives of these children. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, the show continues, especially with the Blancens. So we'll be right back.
This Easter, as homes fill with laughter, shared meals, and love, pause for a moment and remember a child who has no one to celebrate with. Across Ghana, children in selected orphanages are hoping for care, hoping for comfort, hoping for kindness. You can be the reason a child smiles this Easter. Support the Easter Orphan Project 2026. Your donation in cash or in kind will provide warm meals, clothing, school supplies, and essential care for their well-being. Send your mobile money donation to 0550-900-006 or write a check in the name of the City FM Foundation. You may also bring your donation to Channel 1 TV in Tesano, Accra, Ghana. You can donate milk, sugar, rice, toys, books, or detergent. For more information, visit www.citynewsroom.com or call 0550-900-006 or 0302-226-013. The Easter Orphan Project comes off on Monday, 6 April 2026 and is powered by 97.3 City FM with support from Channel 1 TV. This Easter, let your kindness light up a child's life.
Bestie? Yeah! Hey, Fifi! Fifi Blancens, my brother from another mother. You're looking good, man. Oh, come on. You're looking good. Hey! And well fed. You know what? Put this in the guest room for me, okay? And make my bed comfortable. And please, make sure to get UK in my room.
Bestie, meet my lovely family.
We can do that whilst I'm seated and eating. Super. Amazing. It tastes good and better, more than the food we have here in the UK.
Well, thank you very much for the compliment, Uncle Bestie. In fact, I wouldn't mind packaging some for you on your way out.
That's so kind of you, huh? Okay. Don't worry yourself. Why don't you rather cook some for me on the day I'll be leaving?
The Blancens premieres on Thursday, April 2nd, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 1 TV.
The vibe is too much.
No, we're not making banku. We're not making kokunte. We're just stripping it all the way down to one of my favorite things, a sweet dessert. She is a very distinguished human being, a woman being. Please, round of applause for Abba as she comes in.
Thank you, thank
before
you. You know, the flour is white, the salt and the sugar and so on and so forth. And the white and the milk will talk about just the purity of our hearts.
And we're making what kind of cake?
We're gonna make a vanilla cake.
So there's a measuring cup, or you can use any cup of yours in the house to measure. So the same cup of margarine goes the same cup of flour. And then goes with the same cup of sugar.
All the time.
But then if it's you can use the same cup of sugar. But any other person, kindly use half because it becomes sugary.
So it's Hollywood. It's Hollywood.
Like it or not,
I always
Hollywood.
wanted to go to Hollywood. You always hear this is where the movies are being made.
There's vanilla ice.
Bally's, wish us happy birthday.
Ice, baby. Oh, happy birthday.
Ice, baby.
What's Cooking is brought to you by Tasty Tom Enriched Tomato Mix. Over Kakra, na you be brave.
What's your favorite Ghanaian dish?
My favorite Ghanaian dish is akpele with this okro stew.
Okay, briefly prepare it.
Briefly prepare it. Okay, first, first ebro.
Yes.
Yeah, maize. The dry one.
Yes.
They grind it then turn to powder. First, you put this water on fire. Then this is the water boil. Then you put your powder inside.
That's right.
Then you cook. Then it may hard.
Wow.
As it may hard, let me say, by 30 minutes, then you cook your akpala finish.
Absolutely.
Please don't add cold water to the akpala. No?
That's right.
If you add cold water to the akpala, it will spoil. The water you are using to cook the akpala, the hot water, no, that's the only water that you use to cook the akpala. If you add cold water to it, you have destroyed the akpala.
That's right, ice cream! Let's go and make ice cream! Cheers!
There's so much to uncover. Are you an explorer? Yes! And once on an adventure, all you need to do is look closely, think carefully, solve many problems.
Wonder Space Explorers are wonderful!
The Wonder Space Show airs every Saturday at 12 noon only on Channel 1 TV.
Wow, this is 1998. I can't believe I'm turning 50. When I look back, all that I can remember is all I've been given. Life, friendships, family, and dedicated fans. And I still have a seat in a beautiful industry, enjoying the opportunity I've been given to serve Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. But check this out. Channel 1 TV says they want to celebrate me. They say I'm a good example. Is it true? For my 50th birthday, I'm going to build a pediatric emergency center at Menchia Hospital. That is why all these young and vibrant celebrities are coming out to Class 233 on the 18th of April to come so that we throw this amazing white party together to raise money for that hospital. Kwame Eugene, Kidi, Kimpaluta, Amrado, Miss V, Sister Fia, a free year, Kwabna, talent. Abiana, Akwabwa, Abochi, brothers Raskuku, Adina, and another friend of mine, Andy Dusty on the 1 and 2s. He is not young. 9 p.m. till you are tired of listening to great music. I know that Channel 1 wishes that they could bring all of this excitement for free, but because we are trying to build a pediatric emergency center at Menchia, please be happy to pay 1,500 for VVIP and 1,000 cedis for VIP. See you there.
Hello and welcome to the Channel 1 newsroom from our studios at number 5, Ola Hansen Lane at Tesano in Accra. I am Nanatifu Obwati.
I'm Frema Edunyame.
I am Umaru Sanda Amadu.
I am Inesafo.
I am Charles Osukumi.
I am Makosia Otrick.
They've given you land to build an airport, and the airport is named after them, and then you are going to change it and put your name.
We hear a Jumara National Apprenticeship Program in Kokon Kete. Well, they are paper.
A terrorist attack in Burkina Faso claimed the lives of 8 Ghanaian tomato traders.
Our fire extinguishers, they are empty. In the market, our fire extinguishers are empty.
This is a bill Ghanaians have been working for. It was one of our flagship strategies for economic transformation.
What do we have to do now for you to call off the strike?
The others also, did influence the voters.
Prof, what becomes of these students, especially the continuing ones?
They should reverse everything that they have done.
Channel 1 Newsroom airs Monday to Sunday at 8 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Is to be part of a real family. I thought you were kind.
Akole, I offered you money, got you a hotel for a few nights. That was the best I could do.
I wanted little dignity and shelter. I promised I wouldn't speak of that night. I promised I would help around the house. Cook, wash, keep quiet, and I met it.
You make it sound so simple.
It was simple until you made it complicated.
Aquile pregnant for you? Ififi. I didn't say she was pregnant for me. All I said was she was pregnant. She said you know who the father of that child is. And we both know what that means.
Any problem?
No, Your Highness.
Good. Then continue your royal duty with gratitude.
Permission to resign.
Denied.
The Blancens, coming soon on Channel 1 TV.
Too much.
And of course, the vibe is too much. That's something small you saw on your screens. And tonight at 7:30 is going to be Bosba's Base. It's going to be on your TV. So the Blancens is a family drama series. And fortunately enough for us, we have some of the cast in studio. And also we have the director of this particular drama series, and we have the head of programs production here at Channel 1 TV and City FM. So it tells you that it's a full house. I mentioned them by their first name. So we have Kingsley in studio. Thank you for coming. He played Mr. Blancen. We have Rhoda, Mrs. Blancen. We have Samuel. He played Kobe. Belinda, where is she? Are you here? Okay. There's a gentleman, I'm not going to mention his name, he will definitely come on set later. Pastor Elijah. What's that? How are you?
I'm fine.
Nice. And we have Victoria, the director and producer of the Blancens, and Apioko, head of programs production at Channel 1 TV. So let's delve into the conversation. Let's start with Victoria, the director and producer. How did you come about this idea? How did we craft it? How did we get into it and to produce the Blancens?
The idea was from Mr. Samuel Tomensa. The story came from him.
Samis?
Yes. He told me about it. I sent it to a scriptwriter outside, Eric Hardiman, to script it. It came back to me. I went through, edited what I had to edit out, and then add. That was it. After that, we had our auditions here at Channel 1 TV. A lot of people came in. We took some in, took some out, and then from there we drew the budgets. As a producer, I had to draw the budget, to do the budgets. I gave the scripts out to them. They came in to sign their contracts also. We set a date to go, and that was it.
That was it?
Yeah.
And you were able to shoot? I'll come to how many days you were able to use to shoot this. And it's how many episodes?
13 episodes.
13 episodes, one season.
Yes.
So that means after this you continue?
Of course.
You are going all out.
Season 2, yes.
Anyway, Mr. Blancen, that is Kingsley.
Yes.
For you, I know your face. Yeah, you are a known face. How did you take up this particular role? Like, oh, I would want to be on this particular project of Channel 1 TV.
When I got called for the audition, and they said it was a TV station, I said, okay, TV station, personal work, well, let's go and see. And then I came in, we did the audition, and I got the script when they said I had the role, and I read the script. You know, it's something that I've not said all along, but a bit of that character was me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here's the catch. I am in.
So actually that was a gentleman we wanted to bring in. Tajudeen, our own Tajudeen. He actually played the role of Mensa. But if you watch tonight, you actually see what he was doing. Very stubborn security officer. Anyway, so to you, Mr. Blancens.
So for me, it was an opportunity to do some comedy. A lot of the roles I get are opposite that.
Okay.
For me. And this was an opportunity for me to do comedy, get into some drama, and a family thing. I don't think I have done any family thing like this before. For me, it was a great opportunity. Yeah. And I was not disappointed.
Wow. We loved it.
I loved it through and through.
Wow. But Mrs. Blancen, how was it like playing this role with your husband?
Oh, it was great. It was really great play because I've been in something with him before. That was, I think, on DSTV.
Yeah.
I was also his wife.
Oh, you've been playing wifey duties for a very long time.
But that marriage didn't last.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so this one was firmly and grounded and rooted. Anyway.
Okay.
So I had such a wonderful time playing with him because we already have that rapport.
Yeah.
And so it was really easy doing that. And like he said, like I haven't really played a role where like I'm the mother of the family. I've played with, in family settings, but being like the lead, I haven't done that. And so being able to do that now is such a great experience and feeling for me.
Wow.
So it was really good playing alongside him, alongside Kobe and my darling baby.
Yes. So there we come to Kobe. Who is Kobe in Blancens?
Okay, so Kobe is a seditious person. He's not academically good. But
and mind you, if you don't know Kobe is actually coming from our own, the hairdressers. We don't show you fake. So Kobe continue.
Okay, he's not so well in academics, and every time, every day, he thinks about money, how to make money. Money is a problem. It's not academics. When I see whiteboard, I will sleep.
Yeah.
So I have to.
Money has to wake you up.
Yes. Yeah. And I love to play game.
Oh wow.
So that is the character profile of Kobe Blancens.
Wow. Opebia.
Hi.
Who was Opebia in the Blancens?
Well, he has said a lot, but
In short, Opebia is opposite of him.
Oh, so you love book?
I love book. I am smart.
The man.
Oh.
Yeah, I took my father's character.
He's the Blancens.
Shots fired.
So go ahead, Opebia.
So yeah, Opebia is smart.
Okay.
She's kind. She's loving. She loves drama, but she doesn't look too dramatic. Yeah, and Opebia is somehow like her mom.
Yeah.
They are connected, you know. She's able to hold things together. She's able to be there. She's able to, I mean, be like the mother in the house.
Checking disciplining people.
And some of the things that she doesn't like is
what he's doing.
He just did.
Yeah.
Yes. When we are trying to do
It's
things
obvious.
right, he tries to
Bring you back.
Because who was born first? Are you the one to correct me or I'm the one to correct you?
They're even acting on yeah, right? Acting in the studio anyway. But before this, have you acted before?
Yes.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, fine. So let's go to the man who will come to the house and come and eat. That's my favorite. You just need to go to the house and do what you have to do and just go. Pastor Elijah, how did they come to you with this particular role? And aside the food part, who really is Pastor Elijah in the Blancens?
All right, so I'm sure if I have to say, I'll talk plenty. Maybe they know me better. They can describe, but I am Uncle Bestie.
Okay, Uncle Bestie.
Yeah, Uncle Bestie. I mean, their favorite. They are best in all. They are very good friend. Well, you see, okay, so Uncle Bestie is that kind of friend that we all have.
Yeah.
That kind of friend that we all have. That feels very comfortable, lovable, smiles and everything, but troublesome under the bed. Yeah. And before you realize you can finish all your food in the house.
But how do you know the food is ready?
Charlie,
you are on time.
if you know how to play football, you know where the park is. So if you love food, you know where the food is.
Interesting. So the host of Vox Pop Central here on Channel 1 TV, and also he's with us here at Channel 1 TV, Tajuddin. Yes. Charlie, I didn't know you can act though.
Charlie.
Why you didn't tell me so that you wrote me in?
I didn't know myself.
But how did you get in there? And what role did you play as in the Blancens? I know your name in the Mensa. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. So, I mean, it came to me as a surprise. I've never acted before, and I didn't intend to go into acting. All I wanted to do was to just do my work. So one day I was there, and I got a call from Vic that we are coming up with a TV series, so you need to come and assist, you know, and all of that. Because usually that's what I do. And then I came for the auditions, like we had to help set up the place and all of that. And then they were like, come and audition. Because exactly the character we want you to play is what you do, so come and audition. So I auditioned, and then boom, that was it.
That was it?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. I'll come to you, Apioko, and I'll ask you how this is actually tying in with our vision here at Channel 1 TV. But to you, Vic, again, selecting the cast, was it difficult?
It wasn't difficult because most of the people that came for the auditions were pros, like they were good. So it was very easy selecting the cast. And I don't know, it was just easy. It wasn't so difficult. It made work easy.
Wow. Abioko, now to you. How does this particular production tie into what we do here at Channel 1 TV?
So first things first, our tagline is what? Telling your story.
Empowering change.
Telling your story, empowering change. And telling your story can come in different forms, different shapes, different sizes. This is one of those forms. Now, you hear the cast keep saying, oh, we heard the TV station was doing auditions. We heard, it's not something that's very common in Ghana. But around the world, in television, in film, in drama, it's very common, where a TV station would do syndicated media, as we say, or so you're either buying a production from a production house. You're commissioning a production house to do series for you, or you have the in-house talent and you do it yourself. But bottom line, it's funded by the TV station. These platforms serve as training grounds for actors. There are ways in which you carefully curate the story and the narrative of your culture, of who you are. And so for us, that's Ghanaian. So we realize that this isn't happening. And don't get me wrong, media houses have very good and solid reasons for not doing so. You are investing, the industry is changing. Already it was problematical. And now it's even changing more with the advent of digital and what's not. You know, and if you're not getting sponsorship to pull some of these things together, do you do that at the expense of paying your staff so that you can still keep your newsroom running, your programs department running, all the other things that media is known to do? Letting Philip go out and file reports, sitting on Breakfast Daily, doing the work you do every morning. Do you put all that aside and then use the money and rechannel it into a product? It's a very difficult decision for a media house to take. Now, the other thing is that beyond all of that, you know, we have said to ourselves that we want to be the change. That's why I referenced our tagline. We want to empower change. And so it means we're going to have to bite the bullet and do certain things. And we've done it. Now, apart from the costs that are associated with producing drama series like this, the other things, Victoria and her team, all of who work here at Channel 1, they were away for 2 weeks. So that meant that people who ordinarily would come and do camera, sound, editing, all sorts of things, Victoria herself as the head of production, they're away for 2 weeks. Who fills in those gaps, human resource-wise? There's that as well, you know. And so what we have tended to do is to buy content in bulk and air it. That's why you have the telenovelas, the soap operas and whatnot. But really, if we are showing those things, are we saying that, yes, some of the stories we can resonate with, there are similarities in cultures around the world that we can see ourselves in as Ghanaians too, but at the end of the day, what you're saying is that anybody who watches these things, your generation that you're raising, they'll also be raised by these things. And we don't want that to happen. So if we keep talking about it and we say we're a strong media house, we're a market leader, we're a television station that people and Ghanaians should trust, then we needed to take that decision. And that's how we ended up here.
Wow, interesting. Put your hands together for us. Solid. She's been able to give us a breakdown of everything. So, just for us to wrap up, the director again, what should viewers expect tonight at 7:30 on their screens on Channel 1 TV?
Viewers should expect something real. It's not just entertainment, but it's something you can connect emotionally with. They should expect something relatable, something that happens in your home. Everything that happens in your home is in the Blancens home. So expect something big.
We will not talk much. We are hoping that tonight at 7:30 you would be in front of your television to see this for yourself. Are there some sponsors you want to thank?
Absolutely, absolutely. So we have Busy Shito. You are talking about food, and you see food all over the screen of the Blancens. So there needed to be a food sponsor. We have Nasco Electronics. No mean brand. We know them, we trust them, and they've also entrusted their support, you know, to the Blancens and Channel 1 TV. So we thank them. And last but not least, Out Insecticide. Every home has insecticide because you are dealing with all kinds of pests, and we want to encourage people to use Out. And Out has entered the Blancens home. We know the product, and they also know what we've done, and they are supporting us. So thank you to these 3 sponsors. And we hope to have more sponsors come on board, because we've done season 1, 13 episodes. We need more seasons. Otherwise, people will start calling and texting us. But bring more, bring money, bring support. Let's make this happen together.
Good. Thank you so much, Apioko. Apioko is head of programs here, programs production here at Channel 1 TV. Also, Victoria. She is the director, producer of the Blancens. Pastor Elijah, my man, Uncle T, Uncle Bestie, he played in the Blancens. Tajuddin Abdullahi, of course, Mensa. We also had Belinda playing the role of Opebia in the Blancens. Samuel playing the role of Kobe. Rhoda playing the role of Mrs. Blancens, and Mr. Blancens himself, Kingsley. Thank you all for coming. And we will be in front of our TVs and we're watching exactly at 7:30. Stay with us here on Breakfast Daily. We'll be back with more on the show.
Yeah! Hey, Fifi! Fifi Blancens, my brother from another mother. You're looking good, man. Oh, come on. You're looking good. Hey! And well fed. You know what? Put this in the guest room for me, okay? And make my bed comfortable. And please, make sure to get UK in my room.
Bestie, meet my lovely family.
We can do that whilst I'm seated and eating. Super. Amazing. It tastes good and better, more than the food we have here in the UK.
Well, thank you very much for the compliment, Uncle Bestie. In fact, I wouldn't mind packaging some for you on your way out.
That's so kind of you, huh? Okay. Don't worry yourself. Why don't you rather cook some for me on the day I'll be leaving?
The Blancens premieres on Thursday, April 2nd, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 1 TV.
The vibe is too much.
That's right, ice cream! Let's go and make ice cream! Cheers!
There's so much to uncover. Are you an explorer? Yes! Then join us on an adventure. All you need to do is
look closely, high five, think carefully, super.
Solve many problems.
Wonder Space Explorers are wonderful!
The Wonder Space Show airs every Saturday at 12 noon only on Channel 1 TV.
No, we're not making banku. We're not making kukunte. We're just stripping it all the way down to one of my favorite things, a sweet dessert. She is a very distinguished human being, a woman being. Please, round of applause for Abba as she comes in.
Thank you, thank
you.
You know, the flour is white, the salt and the sugar and so on and so forth. And the white and the milk will talk about just the purity of our hearts.
And we're making what kind of cake?
We're gonna make a vanilla cake.
So there's a measuring cup, or you can use any cup of yours in the house to measure. So the same cup of margarine goes the same cup of flour. And then goes the same cup of sugar.
All the time.
But then if it's you can use the same cup of sugar. But any other person, kindly use half because it becomes sugary.
So it's Hollywood. It's Hollywood.
Like it or not,
I always
Hollywood.
wanted to go to Hollywood. You always hear this is where the movies are being made.
There's vanilla ice.
Barley's, wish us happy birthday.
Ice, baby. Oh, happy birthday!
Ice, baby.
What's Cooking is brought to you by Tasty Tom Enriched Tomato Mix. Over Kakra, na yibibre.
What's your favorite Ghanaian dish?
Let me say, if I should get fufu with light soup, aponche krakra, you see, I'm done.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Okay, briefly prepare it.
Light soup. Briefly prepare, I can't.
You are a Bonia woman, pa.
It takes a process before I can briefly prepare light soup. But you see, you get your slide pepper, tomatoes, the pepper, the hot one.
Okay.
You know, then you get tomatoes, you get your fish or your meat, like that's like aponche. You steam it nicely.
And what?
You steam it nicely.
Hey. I'm not drinking. Aponche.
Yes, that one.
The one we get
the smell. You see that one? Then you are good to go. You know, it take a process. Okay. Then you are done.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
love my soccer. All my ladies taste like sugar. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to Lagos. But I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana.
And of course, we are made in Ghana. And over the weekend, it was this an exciting one at the Ifwasanaland Children's Park, the Back to Your Village Food Festival. We've been speaking to some of the vendors within the week, and today we have one of the vendors joining us. Vida Obobi is her name, and she is from Miss V Kitchen. Let's ask her what they do. Vida, you're welcome.
Thank you.
How was Back to Your Village Food Festival like for you? Your comment on the program?
It was amazing. My first time.
Oh, it's the first time?
First time.
Oh, interesting.
My first time. I've been coming to eat every year.
Oh, you've been coming to eat?
Yes.
Oh, you have always been a patron?
Yes.
And now this time you're a vendor?
I decided to come myself.
The switch.
What informed the decision to switch
Do I
from a
even know?
patron to a vendor?
It
She's
was just-
upgraded.
I think when you guys went for the trip and you came back, I decided, okay, let me come and try it because I've been eating. So let me also, I cook myself, so let me come and experience it, and it was amazing.
Wow.
It
Did you
was-
sell?
Yes, sold out.
You sold out.
Oh, you
But
sold
Did
out.
you anticipate that you will sell out?
No. I was so nervous.
No.
I like her energy.
I was so nervous.
Uh-huh.
I was so nervous.
What was making you nervous?
I don't know anyone who is coming to buy, who knows me. Like, and from 11
They
to
might not
like-
know you, but they know good food.
Yes, and then no China one.
And the new channel.
Yeah.
So what
So
were
the
some of the
day-
meals that you actually brought?
I just did fufu.
Only fufu?
Yes.
And
Oh, you
sold them?
specialize in fufu?
Yes.
That's good.
I like that.
And
I
that
like
was
that.
that was it.
Wow.
And we sold out Saturday and Sunday.
So you were happy?
Bibi aside. Bibi aside. Okay, we can't no I become.
Oh, wow.
Okay, no I be hokan.
So you had fufu with what kind of soup?
We
or
had
all
it
soup?
tilapia, goat meat, cow meat, chicken, and then dry fish.
Mm.
Then we had a palm nut soup, and then all the light soups. Yeah.
Wow. Your first time and you sold
My
out?
first, yes.
That means you come again?
I am like, are you guys ready so that I can register? I am coming though.
So you can
I'm
register?
not stopping.
Oh,
You're not stopping?
that's nice.
No. I think the year, 1 year is too long.
Yeah.
Should do like 3 months.
Every 3 months? Quarterly?
Yeah.
Hey, mommy, this one.
Because the
Anyway.
organizers were so good.
They were so
you guys
good.
were
They were so good.
amazing. You guys were amazing. Like,
So they gave you all the help that you wanted?
yes.
And
I was there,
and
they were giving me
assisted you?
tablecloth. I was like, hey, like, wow. They gave me tablecloth and they brought water. Hey, for what? Like, we are here to sell for our own self. Like, so why are you people helping us?
Yeah.
Like, it was good. It was good.
Did
good.
you build some networks, connections, and
A
all
lot
that?
though. I've gotten somebody who has paid for 3 months. I had to serve him fufu and light soup every Saturday.
The person has paid for 3 months?
Yes.
Oh, Chris, I think we
So yeah, I told you, I told you
we have
this
to
thing.
rethink
I told you.
our, see what we can do for next year.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to add up. Just maintain it like that. Just maintain
Meaning we
it.
don't want you to join us.
Hey, wow.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing.
So, no, the person just called you and was like,
Yeah, I
Madam
gave
Obobia,
him,
I want you to give
yes, and light soup every Saturday.
every Saturday
Yeah.
for 3 months.
Yeah.
That's like a contract.
Yes.
But ideally, did you get something like that before you came to the Back to Your Village festival, food festival? where
Yes,
people
I
were
have people
doing
that
all
I
this and-
cook for, like, but I was not expecting it. Yeah.
Wow. And aside the food and all that, there was the music part, the dancing. How did you enjoy that?
Oh, so after we sold out, we went to dance. Because that's what we have been doing every year. So we couldn't leave that one. So we went to dance. We danced before we went to pack our things. Yes.
And you were dancing out of joy because you sold out.
Oh, yes.
But did you expect to sell out?
No. I was nervous, like
you actually
I was
believe it?
scared.
Okay.
Yes, I was so scared. I was like, "Ew, what am I
Right.
putting myself?"
So was it worth the money that you paid to register?
Oh yes, like for all those things you guys gave us. Oh no. Oh, we are grateful. Like we are grateful.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we are grateful.
Oh wow.
All right. So if there's anyone watching right now and the person missed coming on that day, what would you tell the person?
Next year they should start coming. They should start preparing like from today, and then make their money and come and buy from us. They should come.
They should come and buy from you.
Yes, they should come.
Wow.
Oh, but if you want to join too, why not? They should come. Yeah.
Wow.
Because the experience is good. Is good.
So around what time did you say everything at your stand got finished? Yeah, like.
And a Saturday before 5.
Before 5?
Nafufuasa.
Yes. Nafufuasa.
And what of Sunday?
Like the same thing. Before like Sunday, like around 11:30, they started coming. Like we could like no stop.
So
like
even
5.
with the rain.
Oh yeah, they came. They came. It's like they know that we are going to eat, so everybody who came there was coming to eat.
Wow.
And they did.
Wow, interesting. And I like your vibe though. Now tell us, where can one find you? And you also want to put your contacts out there. So it's like you are just specialized in fufu. That's all what
No,
Miss
we
V
do.
does.
We do fufu, benku, kokote, rice, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday we do pork and kinky. Yes.
Nice one. Your location, please.
Ahudome Estate.
Okay.
Just around the polyclinic.
Oh, okay. Just around the Kaneshi Polyclinic.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So how can one get in touch with you? Your phone number, maybe if you're on social media as well.
So for now, my phone number is 0241 277 131. Yes, that's they can find me.
Are you on social media?
Not really. Yeah.
It's coded. It's coded. Miss V wants to keep it coded. But anyway, she's out here, so you should go and enjoy her food. Thank you
Yes.
so much for coming.
Thank
Anything you want to say? Any final?
I'm just saying thank you. I'm grateful.
You're grateful.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Yes, and thanks for all those who came to buy from us. Yes, we are grateful and God bless them.
So if you say next year, you
And I'm going to pay when I'm going out.
Assembly C. Anyway, so thank you so much, Madam Obobia, for coming. She is with Miss V Kitchen, one of the vendors.
V's.
Okay, Miss V's.
Yes.
What does it mean? The Miss V.
So
Vida.
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 Oh, okay. And you short it to V's.
Yes.
I mean, we're crew. Anyway, so that's Vida for you, Miss V's.
Yes.
Yes. So she was one of the vendors at the event. I want to thank our sponsors, EcoBank, Gino, Didishito, Trillium, NPA, Munchi, Biscuits, Everpack, and Jibu. We keep saying that without you, we couldn't have done this. And without the patrons as well, it wouldn't have been a success. And without the vendors who came there with the food, I'm not sure that anybody would have eaten at the location. So I want to thank all of you, including the organizers of the event. Now, that is how I wrap up today's edition of the show.
Yeah, but we have some birthday messages. Before we go, we'd like to say happy birthday to my amazing big sister, Mrs. Diana Boateng, Director of Protocol at the Ministry of Sports. God bless and favor you all in all aspect of your life. From your sister Rhoda Nana Reku at the immigration at the airport here in Accra. And happy birthday to the one who makes every day brighter. Wishing you a year filled with love, laughter, and adventure. You are the best. And I'm so grateful for our friendship. May your day be amazing as you are. From Simplicity Queen to my own personal person, Mr. Abel Ni Ayite Ayite. Another one, happy birthday to a beautiful nurse, Ellen Akosua Abwajewa of Sonotech Medical Center. Have the most amazing birthday ever. May the lines fall in pleasant places for you.
And happy birthday to Benjamin Mbotre. He's with the camera department here at Channel 1 TV. I'm Philip Nilate.
And my name is Chris Carter, and Nanato for watching. Started the show with us, and we want to say a very big thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.